that. So that's where we do it. See, if you do it separately, it could knock each other over, you know? But when you do it simultaneously, it doesn't knock each other over.
Я не понял. Чего хочешь, Юра? По-английски нихуя. Вы не понимаете? Я тоже не понимаю.
Auf Deutsch, können Sie mir übersetzen und sagen, what does he want to say? Ja, worüber geht? Erzählt was, versteht kein Wort.
Okay, he doesn't understand what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Эй, Серега, поди, я не понимаю, что он хочет от меня. Блин, что-то он...
What's the problem?
Oh, I was telling him, like he'd always be red and always be black, because, you know,
Одна кость его, одна моя.
and he'd just flip him in. So, you know,
Он
red would
говорит,
win with 5-2.
твой всегда черный, его всегда красный. Он кидает и, соответственно, ходит, чтобы он кидал стартовый ролл. Твой всегда черный, его всегда красный. Начало.
Ну,
Не
вроде
по
бы.
отдельности, а он один будет
So
кидать.
yours is red, his is black.
Мой черный, его красный.
No, it's logical that he's red, because
Твой красный, его черный. He is red, you are black.
you flip it.
All the time, all the match.
All the time.
Do it like that.
Так черный или красный?
Твой красный, потому что у тебя шашки красные. Ты кидаешь и
You can put both.
No, you throw both of them.
сразу двое за стартовый
And
ролл.
Into one.
Вот смотри,
Test.
тест.
Yours is. But
И
all the
6-4
time.
он
Let him
ходит,
roll.
типа,
Let
он
him count.
Окей.
Понял?
No, go ahead. You roll. He was showing you. All right, I'm black.
Here in Gibraltar, this is the quarterfinals, and this is going to be our stream match. So not only do we have two fierce competitors in Zednik and Chris, but we also have their heart rates are going to be monitored. We're going to have Chris's girlfriend, Cecilia, doing the commentary with us about her boyfriend. So it should be interesting. Who did you have to get here? We actually just did your match with Backgammon. So who else did you dispatch before getting through?
Well, in the first round, I beat Vincent, then I did from France, then I got Almir,
Okay.
from Swiss. Then on my way was Najib from Germany, and the fourth one was Sergei Arapin from Russia.
Oh wow! So you've had a hard go of it. But it seems like you have the matches been close. The last one was a little close.
Yeah, actually, all of my matches were pretty close, especially the last one, as you saw. And yeah, that was probably the biggest, where my heart rate must have been.
Yeah, you picked up all the heart rates. Chris was monitoring past too. You had the highest heart rate at 142. So we're working on it. We were actually going to call the doctor, and we were going to have a crash cart just in case you stroked out. Yeah. And then Chris, I saw you beat Eric McAlpine, and then we just saw your match.
Yeah, I played Gaz, and I lost to.
Okay.
I lost.
Yeah, this might be a good idea. I lost to Cecilia in the first round. Beat Eric, and then last round, my brain fails me who I just beat. But Pavel, yes, yeah.
So it's funny because there's also. A lot of people may not know is in Montenegro coming up in April. All three of us have to be members of our respective countries' teams. So UK, US, and Croatia, right? No, Czech Republic. Hello, sorry. You know Americans, we don't even follow geography. We're like, As long as we try not to start wars with them, everything's fine. But they're about to start. We're going to have Jurgen Olowski joining us along with the lovely Cecilia Spark, who's going to do commentary. This is a 17-point match, and the winners goes on to the semis. Luck guys.
Thank you very much.
I'm rooting for both of you. I know Cecilia's probably rooting for one of you. And, yeah, but just make it an interesting match.
Okay,
Excellent. Have fun, guys. And get those pulse rates. It's kind of cool to see.
So you are out from the live now.
Nice one, guys.
Cheers. And you see your All right, we're live, and Chris Rogers happened to win the opening roll, and here comes Jurgen with a box full of crackers. Okay, so he's trying to soak up the alcohol. So Chris has got a little bit of double threes, a nice opening. You want to sit down?
Thank you for offering me a nice chair.
Yes, you have a nice chair. So we've got Jurgen and Cecilia. Celia, how would you use these double threes?
Yeah, this is... How would I use these double threes? I think, I'd definitely do that.
Okay.
And then that or the 5 point. You can make the 5 point here as well.
Yeah, it seems pretty strong, but maybe, I mean, with what you have...
This doesn't make sense.
And Jurgen...
13-10 doesn't make sense to me.
I think he has to come up, make the anchor, because...
This looks good to me.
Yeah, this looks fine. You have a lot of builders for that 5 and that 4. Okay, but with the 6-2, God, you want to make your 5 point, but you also get to hit that checker and...
I think he needs to hit, yeah.
If Stanek hits this can't be so bad.
No, this isn't going to be a huge error. But getting it re-hit...
Wow.
Okay, so Zednik needs to stay away from... Okay, you are on.
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay,
nice.
so...
White on roll.
4-6.
6.
You're giving 2s and 4s, or are you coming off the his 4 point? What do you like here?
15, going to the 15.
Going to the 15?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
You pay off to a horrific double 3. Oh, and the pulse rates just came up, and Chris is leading with 102. So
this is the pulse. Oh, nice.
5-2.
This is the average.
I don't know about that too, but okay. So right now we're just fascinated by the pulses. So okay, so Chris has a very interesting 5-4 holding. It's not a back game yet because it's way too early for this, but yeah, seems reasonable.
8-5 does also come into consideration to me.
Yes. And now that last ace, it looks like you're going to anchor up just because you don't want to throw another one to the 6.
I think no white.
Yeah. Oh, white's got a lot of nice priming numbers, building numbers.
Maybe white is better here, even though he's in the race.
Yeah.
Let me see.
5-4. I don't want to give up his 5 point, but I think I
both
run.
points. You can slot both points.
Slot both points. Double tiger without even without even a tiger.
Looks crazy. Looks crazy.
The other plays 2011 maybe.
Yeah, you just run here.
Yeah, I like the 28. I like 2011. You've got maximum builders for that for that 7 point, that 5 point, that 4 point, and the only thing that you worry about is the small doubles, double 1, double 3, double 2. This
looks like a beginner's play.
Okay, a little rough, but that is definitely probably not the best. But then is this the play? Wouldn't it be the hitting on the 4? Do you want to split into this?
Let me see. You had in the race.
Yeah.
Well, this is possible to me. You had in the race. You want to run.
Right, but I mean, okay, so you're giving 4s and 7s as the hit, but
I would not hit behind the checker here, behind the anchor.
Here's that 5-7.
7 is a good number.
Yep. So Chris was able to get one checker free and send his back.
But the double tie can play, by the way. I found it funny and nice. Yeah, but it's over now. Yeah, it's a bit over.
It's amazing how much actually XG doesn't mind the double tiger, but then people, like every new concept, they tend to overanalyze what they think it should be. All right, it looks like we're giving up the 20 point right now with Chris, right?
Bar 5 is also played.
Yeah, that's reasonable, but I think it with having that owning your opponent's 15 point, you get a little more flexibility for that outside.
You can just slot his own 5 here as well.
Yeah.
No, but it looks boring to me.
Oh, do you need excitement? Jürgen wants excitement.
Point.
Right.
But maybe the right play. It looks like the right play.
Not a beginner play is what you're saying? No. Okay.
No, I just said it looks like a beginner play.
Right.
It doesn't mean it is.
That's true. Okay, there's a lot. This number allows for a lot of double hits. A lot of double hit returns. So even though he's made a little stronger board, making the 4 point instead of the 3 point.
Yeah, pip count would be nice to see the pip count. Let me see, I guess white is ahead. A little ahead, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because White's got the 3 back on the 15, so you've got 45 already there. You got 20.
Maybe a little ahead.
Yeah, White's a little ahead just because he's still got the 2 on the 22 and 23 points.
So white is
red.
Better. White is better. But it's too early to double. Too early. Should make a more in a board point, then you can double.
Right. You definitely need a little more threats. 6-5 is not the worst. The 6 is making the 9.
It's not really.
Do you clear from the back now, or just
three plausible, maybe 4 plausible plays.
Yeah, dumping to the 3 seems a little too much, but then giving 8s and 3s seems like an awful lot, and 2 blots.
And 6-1 comes also into consideration. Yeah.
I just hate throwing to the ace. A lot of times it's right, but just oof.
But it keeps the builder on the 8.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's 2.
No, you're not so much ahead in the race anymore.
Nope. But, you don't have a lot of contact in the outfield like White does.
Wow,
and here's the 5 point.
Awesome number. 5 point, yeah. This is maybe White's last roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unless Zednik rolls some miracle shot. Okay, he's got a threatening board, but only the only numbers are with 6-5.
This is definitely a double.
What's the only shot? No, 6-5 doesn't even leave a shot necessarily, not a direct.
Definitely a double.
Yeah, so this feels like a double.
What about the take?
He doesn't have his
We're
4
not
point
so
yet.
far away from the take. Maybe
Right.
it is a take.
Yep.
Maybe it is a take. You
Snap
see?
take.
Snap take,
take.
yeah.
See, immediately.
So Chris is going to like that. He's going to clear the mid.
Wow, this was really fast, this take. But Stanek knows what he's doing, I guess.
Yes, he's a very strong player.
Mm.
Okay, Zednik is looking for that 5-3. 4-1 is
4
not enough.
4 is good.
Yep. Slotting the bar, hoping for that 2. That the anchored on the 2 ends up getting a lot of shots, but double 3s. Okay.
What do you do? You cannot make the 4
Oh, you can
obviously.
make the ace and
This is it.
Okay,
This-
yeah,
this
that
looks
makes
right.
Is it. This
Yeah.
is it. Yeah.
it's nice. Chris plays a lot of chouette in Battersea in London, so he's used to making quick plays under pressure. You know, so I don't think he's going to get into time trouble. He uses his time effectively, but he doesn't tend to get into time trouble.
Okay. 4 builders was apparently not enough to make the 4 point.
Nope, that was not. I think you're going to have to give the 7. Yeah. So you're just giving 2, 5.
5-2, yeah.
Yeah, 3, 4,
Kind of
6, 1 are
duplication,
blocked.
5-2. Only 5-2.
2, 6 not enough. All right. Chris wants to clear
Okay.
that 8, but he really needs to make that 4. So
Are we in take territory now? Maybe.
Uh,
Still take, but close thing.
that weird phantom 4 point is just such a pain. Having to try
yes.
clear that
Yeah.
board.
And almost no gammon.
Yep. All right, so Chris needs to be very careful here. He doesn't want to roll anything that leaves a shot.
This is not such a good number.
No.
Both from the 6, I guess.
Yeah, you can't afford to give the shot right now.
No, not with
Hit
this
faithful
board.
now, so yeah, you can't.
Yeah, both from the 6.
And you also, I mean, the whole thing is if he doesn't roll the right 5, he's going to end up cracking his board, which will make it easier for Chris if he has to leave the shot.
Yep.
So he's hoping right now. Chris would love to see like a double 4.
This
2,
is a good
3
number.
is
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
thing that
I
Chris
see.
wanted to see.
Do we have a double? Can we see a double shot? Maybe not. Yeah? There's no double shot.
No,
this is
we can see a
perfect
super
number.
joker though.
Yeah, this
That's
is a
one.
perfect number.
Yeah, you don't even want to look at anything else here, Chris. It's only 6-4 is the only shot leaving number. And
Okay, but not over yet. Not over yet. I think 10% maybe for red.
yeah, now you have no shot leaving numbers for next roll. So, and you do have some shifting numbers. You roll those 3s, 1s, 2s. You can get them out of your hair. Okay, now Chris has got 6, 3, 5, 3 as a possible shot leaving number, but otherwise
6.
2, 6.
Oh, he
All right.
still wants to win.
Yes. However, in situations like this, things can go horrifically wrong.
Can you see
Ooh,
this?
I don't know. I guess this is fine.
Yeah.
You can't break the 4 and then give a bigger gap. But with 6s, he's going to be leaving anyway.
Okay, not over yet.
He just needs to not roll high.
2 high numbers.
Oh, he didn't. He rolled a perfect number.
Okay, yes.
Your
Good
boy's
number.
doing quite well, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel
4
conflicted
is-
in the commentary. Like in my head, I'm reaching, and then I'm trying to be objective.
It's okay. We are totally fine here with bias. So if you had watched
going for gammon.
my
yeah?
commentary with Jason Pack playing Raj Jansari,
Wow.
it was an element of bias that was unfair. Oh, and Chris right now
Yeah,
Wow.
just
is
2
looking
rolls.
at
2
one
rolls.
set.
Wow.
2 rolls, and it can be a
One
gammon.
set. Okay. that
One
could
set is
cost you.
enough usually.
Set.
Oh,
No,
okay.
and a limp. It may not even
Wow.
require
Maybe-
the set. It requires a set though. Usually in these. Okay. But it's
Okay.
only 2s
Yeah,
or better.
You
so
need a
you've got
set.
5
you need a set,
numbers.
yeah.
Oh my
Another
God.
that is
4.
sick.
Oh,
Another
you don't
4.
may not even need it.
Yeah, if it's another 4, you may not need it.
Okay. Zednik
He
needs
needs-
over a 5.
He needs 6.
Oh my
this
God.
was it.
Gammon.
Wow,
That
wow,
is-
wow.
There.
4-0. 4-0 for Chris.
Where's Zednik's heart rate?
Zednik's heart rate's gone up to 108. And Chris is 108. So they've. Oh, no, he's now Zednik's calming down back to 96. But Chris is still kicking in
Yeah.
that
Have-
cheese eating 108.
Have you noticed that when people are like winning and just trying to hang on, that's when their heart rates are highest? Or is it when they're like trying to defend or just like getting crushed that their heart rates
It's
are
usually
highest?
when a cube is high and there's a lot of volatility that we see the heart rate spike. So it's
Okay.
interesting to see, you have these people going crazy, because, oh my God, I got a 4 cube. I'm trying to save gammon. Zednik was risking his match life in one game, turned it around. But
Okay,
when that happened, it was pretty rough. All right, Zednik started off strong here. He's made his 4 point. He's got to get something going because you don't want to start by losing a gammon and then let Chris get too
where's
ahead of itself.
This can't be good play, I think.
Yeah.
Come in on the 5 there.
Yeah, he should enter on the 5 and play 23, I guess.
Yeah, this is a little stiff. 4-1, a nice roll though. So you don't have to have your builders in the right places if you can do them effectively. So if you know you're just going to run those.
He's just rolled double 4. He's looking really strong now.
Oh, and 6-5 is a horrible number for
think
Chris.
4-1. I think we have 4-1 maybe. Oh,
yeah, Zednik
at least a
should be
double.
cubing
This should be a double. And maybe I can take. Maybe you can.
I mean,
take.
I feel like passing, but he doesn't have a lot of stuff outside. So he's got the prime, but if he doesn't roll that ace, he's going to be coming into some stuff too.
Yeah, if he doesn't roll the ace, then he's got a lot of problems.
Well, not a lot. I mean, he's got the fun.
Well, I mean,
right. He definitely. This is definitely. It's a hit contingent.
It's a kind of prime against prime if he doesn't get hit, really, isn't it?
Right. It's the only thing is that the development for Zednik's going to be a lot easier than Chris. Chris needs the pop outs. You know, like he needs like a double 1, double 2, double 4, something that builds the board and gives him threats, but he doesn't have it yet.
Yeah, the aces are so strong.
The ace is very strong. Here.
And if you don't roll an ace, you're still a little better, I guess.
Yeah, but sometimes, you know, like, and this is possible with Chris too. Okay,
this
he wasn't going to risk the 4 just to win, just to give up the 1. So I think we all feel
this
that
makes sense to me. Makes sense.
That's the right way. I mean, sometimes you just keep going because you want to keep your opponent. You know, you don't want to give him any points, but going and giving back exactly what you stole the last time.
Fair enough.
Oh, could you do that louder, please? It's okay.
Biscuits.
There are biscuits available.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so we're gonna hear crunching from Jürgen in the microphone. That'll be fine. All right, so Chris rehits. Okay, so Zednik's got a little bit of a race problem right now, but it's super early. Oh, solving the race problem with. Okay. Super fast. Zednik knows this is not where he wants to spend his time.
Yeah, I think eating is maybe not the best thing to do here.
No, usually not. So, you don't want to be crummy.
Yeah. Let me see.
All right. So it's just a hit versus hit. Zednik's stuck in the race, but
hitting contest.
Yes. Except this now.
What about this?
Kind of a flunk for Chris.
Yeah, either to the 8 or to the 15, I guess. So you enter on the 24, I guess.
Yeah, it started at the 1. You get a little more return action. And he's also stripped off his midpoint, so it's not that bad.
I think you play 18-15.
Yeah, I like the 18-15, and I definitely like the coming in on the ace. So then, a lot of people then get stiff here, and they lift that 8, go to the 8, but I don't think that's the right idea.
Yeah, I think that you want to make some outfield points, I think.
Zednik has a couple double shot returns.
And if he's hitting, he needs to leave.
Yeah, he's got to make
angle.
that. So
you have good 4s, 2s, and aces.
Yeah.
This
aces is
number.
the ultimate number for Chris, I think. It's even better than double 2s. You get to make your 5-point, put him up. Now, if Zednik doesn't do a little bit of performance of his own.
Number 9.
Yeah, number 9. I like the Beatles reference. Oh, you know what's interesting though? Last match, Zednik was playing. He had his headphones on the whole time. And this match, Chris isn't playing with headphones, so Zednik's not playing with headphones. I just find it interesting when people. Yeah. Well, but also the room. If you can look, the room has gotten quieter because people are playing a Super Jack match.
I think the hit looks right to me.
Right.
So what? No Stanek. Oh, this is not a nice
5
number.
Is not a good number.
I think you hit on the ace. There's no better 5, I guess.
Right.
There's no other 5.
There's no other 5, no.
Right, but now.
What does Chris do?
Chris has. I mean, there is some cube action here. You know, you can send a 4th checker back. You can just anchor high.
This is a take.
It's a take, but is it a cube?
Oh, Oh, the check is.
It's early. It's a 17-point match. He really doesn't have that much
I would not
threatening.
double this. I would. I mean, red can make a double anchor.
Yeah, red does have the high anchor. I don't think it's a.
No, this is a bit too early to me.
But the 1-4.
Let me see. One with a 4.
I don't think I give that up.
No.
I think I would just come up to the.
Yeah. I think the bar is more important than the 3-point.
Okay. However,
if
they're
you-
playing still and we're not,
Yeah.
and that means Chris knows what's happening. So
not a nice deuce, but anyway.
Chris
he-
needs
he
an
found-
ace here. He
he
doesn't want to
found-
use the 6 to make the bar, but he needs to remake that bar.
I think 13-11 would have
Yeah.
been also come into consideration to me.
Yeah.
13-11.
Okay, this looks good. This is strong. Chris has got the 4 prime in front of 3 of the checkers and a weird 5 in front of the other. All right. Yeah, there was some
Okay.
consideration coming up from the back, but it's good to have that spare on the midpoint for Zednik. 4-1. It looks like you're coming to the bar, Chris.
Yeah, but then there are many double hits. Not this one.
Looks like. Oh, what about coming up and just coming down, playing easy?
Yes. This is the simple play. I mean, you're an underdog with black certainly, but I think this is avoiding many gammons. Otherwise, it's too many gammons. At
Yeah.
DMP, maybe you do another play at DMP.
Yeah, you
I
should.
don't know what
He's
you make at
probably not
DMP.
safing up both checkers here. If he rolls the 2, it comes with something. And double 3s. Okay, that's all right. Chris is now has a 5 prime.
6-3. Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Yep.
This is very strong.
Zednik needs like some
This-
massive hitting number.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is a good number for Zednik.
Yeah. Well,
Five
Chris
would-
rolls
would
any
5 would be nice.
5.
Not
Oh,
this
5,
5.
6
Not this 5.
is not the move. But you
Coming
know,
out looks
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you don't want to break your little prime or 5 prime. Let me see. Small numbers would do well.
say
This
prime
is
again, Jürgen?
this covers. Pardon?
Can you say
Prime.
prime
He
again?
is-
Yeah.
he has a
This was a
very
good number.
distinctive.
White can
White
white
two.
double. I don't.
6-2
This
is the
is a
ultimate number. Yep.
excellent number.
Yeah. This is this looks like a double.
This looks really like a double.
All right.
Yeah. I guess
Yeah.
This
I feel this is double.
this should be a double. Yeah. Yeah. No, he puts the cup away in order to count.
It's good. It's good.
Yes,
It's
yes.
good to
It
take
is.
stock.
It
A lot of
is.
times when you have that high 4 anchor, it's an easy take, but you have to
Mhm.
realize he still has those other 6 checkers outside and 1 stuck on the 24. So Zednik knows.
Yeah. This
Okay.
makes sense.
So we're here at what? So what is 10 away? Pardon me, 12 away, 16 away.
I don't
Do you know
know.
the math on that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe 60-40, something like this.
Yeah, it's not that hard yet.
Yeah, 60-40.
We all started out here with playing 11-point matches, and then they went to 13, 15. Now we're at 17. I think next match is 19. So Chris wins the roll.
19 is
4-3.
it? And then the final is 21.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to be pulling for Ed O'Loughlin, who beat me because I got a piece of him, and then Jürgen also got a piece of him. So Ed's trading away our equity, but we should get something for it. All right, yeah. So this looks like that, and I think that's not the right 5 down. I think you want the other 5.
And there's no need to strengthen the 8-point, I think.
Yeah, you want to come down. You want to that way you get like the 7s that
definitely
cover the
better.
4. You
Should
get
be
a
much better.
6-1 that makes the 5.
Yeah.
Chris doesn't roll the 4. Yeah, you have a lot of numbers here that
Okay.
point or pick and pass and make a point, or
This is
just
an
devastate.
Excellent number. Maybe the best number
Yeah.
on the board.
That is the best number that Zednik could roll. Chris needs a 4 fairly desperately.
This is
The
too
fan,
good. Too
this
good.
is too good.
Too good. Too good.
Yeah. Chris is hoping for the cube because that would just escape one. You want to stay odd because you then can get even number of points with your gammons and your doubles. So if Zednik cubes, it's an insta-pass. But he doesn't really have anything to fear yet. Chris has no board. He has 2 in the air. And Zednik has a lot of numbers, 2s, 7s, and 9s that cover that 4. So, and he's got like 5, 3 that makes the 8. Like he's got all this.
Nope. Boo,
Yep.
boo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know Cecilia's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's maybe it was too good. It was borderline too good. I think if it was
2 in the air and that board that was going to be a 4-point board. I think that's too good. I mean,
but if Chris can anchor on the ace, so. And
But then you can double. Then you can double.
You double.
Then you
And
double.
then you can get him
You
to
can.
take, which you're
No, you
okay
can
with.
never take. Unless you don't hit him, you cannot take, I think. Yeah.
Right. So, it's a lot of times, there's an infamous line that I use a lot. It's like when I smell, I can't even use the word, but I look for the pony. Is the right answer.
Wow.
Okay. And Chris, who looked like he had a really nice edge in this game with his double aces, got popped with the 7, has
Let me
fanned
see.
twice.
This could be a cube.
Now this is definitely more takeable. You've got 1 trapped behind still.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his 5 or his 2. He only has a 3.
You got 3 behind. You should double. I think so too.
Yeah.
It's
I
3
like the
behind.
double, but I think the
Yeah.
take is
Yeah.
pretty
It's a
easy.
take. It's a take. It's a take.
He's got a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of work to do.
Yeah, it should be a take.
So, but then there's also the psychology of, you don't want to give those points back, and sometimes you get a little, I got 1 in the air. He could roll the double 4s, the 3-1. He can make his 5-point, and then I'm just, trapped. So Chris passed his. I don't think it's a horrible pass. I think it was a take, but
I think so too, yeah. Open 5-point. Anchor. Anchor on the ace.
Okay, so it's a neck and neck battle here.
What do we have? 5 to 3, so it is 12 away, 14 away. 14 away, 12 away. Let me see.
And Jurgen is pulling out his handy dandy book of.
59.
Okay, so Chris
59,
Rogers has
really?
a slight
59%,
edge,
yeah.
59.
it's quite a lot.
So it was more than 60.
Yeah.
With 4
Yeah.
away. With 4 leading by 4 is more than 60.
All right, this one has to come up, right?
Yeah, it is quite something, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Chris needs an ace or an 8. Double
Sixes.
sixes you wouldn't throw back.
This is a
Right.
nice number
24
for
pips
Chris.
is always a good miss.
Yeah.
Now Stanek would love to roll a 2 or 4. He made it. And the 3.
Is not as great, but this is okay.
Yeah.
Chris rolled those double aces from the roof before. They would be helpful now. Double
Oh,
threes
that's really
again
good.
Great number. And the last one
is hitting on the 3.
Yeah.
is hitting
Oh,
on
maybe
the
not.
3.
No,
Yeah.
look, you can also hit that 15.
I see.
So
see.
that's for sure.
That's
You're
for
making the
sure.
5. So then maybe it is hitting the 15.
I'd hit on the 3, I think.
Well, this is just helpful because regardless of what happens, you're
think
just
it's-
setting
Don't want
up
him to
his-
anchor. though, do you?
Similar.
No, but you like him anchored like this. You do have a little bit of cleanup, but
Okay. Actually, I think I like hitting on the 3 better because of distribution but I don't know. So 6-2 now for red, I guess. No, for white.
it's for white. I
for
feel
white.
like you
Six-
can make the 15 or make the
Make
14. I like
Yeah, I
this.
like
This is the 16.
this.
Yeah, 16. Yeah.
Okay, so you made the
let's see.
16.
This is
4-2.
good number.
Decent
Good
number for
number.
Zednik. Chris wants to roll the 8 or the counter.
Chris is rolling a 4-2.
Okay. That's not the best.
Indeed.
So maybe you
11.
make the 11.
Maybe you make the 11. Yeah.
You know,
think
you
that's
don't
the
want to.
best you can do, yeah.
There's some good aces like 6-1 and 3-1, so you
Right.
duplicate aces a little.
And also just the ace that comes up. This isn't horrible. You've got,
You keep your
he's gonna
mid
have to
like
give
this.
up. He'll have to
Makes
give up.
also
with the six.
sense,
He's gonna
yeah.
have to give up the
Even 6-4 is plausible to me. Sometimes you play 6-4 here
right.
with a 2.
Okay. Now Chris has.
This was a hit, yeah? Duplicating
double hits.
deuces.
Yeah, but it doesn't do anything about the 2-5. 2-4.
Hits 1 and makes the 9 point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks good.
This
That's
is the only
solid.
play.
Getting a
This
nice
is the
time in
only
front of
play.
him now.
Yeah. Oh, this is not
3
Zednik's
and with a
friend.
6 you can.
I don't think this
It's
is.
same
I
thing
think you
again.
come out.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but
Getting-
he wants to make the 2021, I guess.
Well, he's now going to be.
Maybe
double
a
hit?
double
I think
hit.
I double
Maybe
hit.
a double hit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want him to have that 4-3 game with a spare.
No.
Yeah, you double hit. Yeah, you double
think,
hit.
yeah.
the double hit. A double hit. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fight for the 21.
Okay. Chris didn't want the double hit, so maybe he's thinking.
Okay. No,
And
no,
now-
no. Standing
Okay,
is
game
fine.
on.
No, standing
Long
is
game.
fine. Standing is fine.
A lot of times in these, double twos is a kind of nice roll here.
Double 2. Yeah, this is. Yeah.
Well, you do one there, and then you decide on the other two. You could either make that come out. I mean, you want to make your 8
I
here.
think I would go to the 16.
Yeah, I think I like the 16 a little better too.
But yeah.
6-1, 6-1. I think you'd still hold that. Okay.
You're not so keen about on hitting, but
Yeah, in
If
this
it
case,
happens-
you definitely. Okay, there's the 5. Now
Yeah,
the
does he want
2.
another check back?
I don't think you want another check. Look how much he has back now. So if
Yeah.
he rolls the
Yeah.
2-1 or 1-6,
Ace is-
okay,
Okay, this is getting messy.
it's getting very messy. But Zednik has the time to play it. Chris has to build the 8 point, which is now very possible. All right, and then
2 more.
Yeah.
2 more to
he's
play.
got 2 more, and those are those 2.
Hmm.
So now Chris really wants the 4-1, something like that. Zednik
This is
does
a
not
good
want any
number.
more
This
sixes.
is not a good number. And the 2s, 7-5 makes
Yeah,
sense to
people
me.
may
yeah.
wonder why he's doing this. He doesn't. Zednik actually hopes to get hit. He needs more timing here.
Okay. He was not hoping for a deuce, but 6-2. I think here you play 6-2. This is wrong. Definitely wrong. 6-2 is the better play for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah, and now look, Zednik goes 2, and I feel like that 1. Ooh, there's a lot of good 1s there. You want to make your 5 point, but you also getting that 2, 3, 4 back game
Yeah.
is going to be really hard to
also
defend against.
22, 21 comes also into consideration to
Yep.
me.
I don't know. You're
Right.
duplicating. You don't have a good 6 again if you do that. You know what I'm saying, Jürgen?
Yeah, 23.
I think he wants to make his 5 point here. Then he's
23-17 is
You like
is
the
a
5 point
6.
piece? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable too. It's okay. So he's trying to get to the edge just because he knows sometimes you roll that small number.
Now you can leave with hitting or without hitting.
I like hitting just because he can roll the small sets like double 3s and throw his board into disarray. You can't.
You can also leave 23 to, what's this, 15 without hitting.
Right.
Yeah, this
is fine.
It's fine,
Except you now have Zednik's going to have a lot of time to play this
no
game.
good 4, no good 4.
He's got a great 3.
It's a 3, it's a 3.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Yeah,
wait a
I
minute.
thought it's a
The
4.
biscuits are getting to Jürgen.
Yeah.
Okay, these double
Okay.
4s are a little quick.
But
It
he's
is.
got
It
a
is.
nice prime in front of him.
Yeah,
He
Maybe
can-
open, maybe.
Yeah, you don't close
loose,
it. You don't
loose.
close this because
No, you
you
don't.
hope to get
Yeah.
hit with the 2 and then
Yes.
get
Yeah.
preserve your timing while his goes to crap.
Don't make this point.
Don't make the 2. Just come down.
Yeah, this is surely better.
But I've seen Chris play these back games against these
He
back
wants
games
to
and
roll a
chew out a
4,
lot.
but not 2.
Ouch.
Not 2 of
That's
them.
it. That's
Not
why,
2 of
that's
them.
why you build this prime.
Yeah.
So
What about the cube? This is maybe. What about the cube?
Yeah.
it's not a cube until the 10 point is cleared. So
But look at his board.
According
His
to
board
Trice.
is crap. This could be.
this is also
Could
red
be.
backgammon boot
Could
camp.
be a double take. This could be a
Yeah.
double take, by the way.
Because
On one hand, you have 3 points, which is good for Scenic, but on the other hand, you don't have a good no timing anymore.
Right. Well, if Zednik can roll a 6, not a double 5. Well, a double 5 doesn't really kill that much, but that is the wrong.
Really,
number.
I think this was a take before. 4-2 is certainly not so nice.
No. But the nice thing is that Chris now, for Zednik at least, is
this a pass? Maybe. I guess it is. Timing, no timing. This should be a pass.
don't know. A lot of his numbers are killed now if he doesn't roll 6s.
Right,
You can
he
play a
doesn't
4,
have
but he
to-
doesn't have 5s. He can hold it for a bit.
This should be a pass, I guess. I mean, you look at the timing. There's no.
yeah. But the whole thing is what is Chris? It's not just the cube. It's Chris's. Okay, so now Chris is gonna roll. Zednik knows his board turned to shit, but he also knows his board can be rebuilt. If he hasn't killed
Certainly,
any
it can be
checkers,
rebuilt, but it takes a
he
while,
has the
and
technology.
and you can get also some dead checkers with red. You're not safe about getting.
Chris is still kicking at a steady 1-0, 104, 102. 102. Chris is getting more mellow. He was just at his standard 108. Zednik's at 85. He's deciding.
Yeah, I guess this was a double before already. I mean,
I want to see this game, though. I want to see this game play out. I really
yeah,
want to see
you're
the
right. You're
tape.
right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
You know?
Certainly, we want to see.
For the fans.
Yeah, back games are always nice to watch. Certainly.
And the nice thing is Zednik, almost all of Zednik's moves are forced. He knows exactly how he has to roll and how he has to play it.
This is it.
He just needs to avoid weird numbers like double 3s where he's forced off that
certainly.
ace point.
Certainly, double 3 is
So, I mean,
horror shot. But also White's numbers are not so difficult, at least for now.
there's like some 6-5. Look at like 6-5
But Chris
here.
is going to be opening his board up next after he rolls,
Exactly.
isn't he? So it's not 6s. He could well
Right.
be 5s or 4s that he needs as well.
And
so
some of Chris's numbers are ridiculous horror shows. Like 6-5 is look at how 6-5 plays. You know, you when you have all those numbers blocked. Yep. There
Let's
it is.
see. Oh, he wants to see. He wants to see him.
Looked like he was trying to flip that.
I think
to
he
a
heard
beam.
us.
White
We wanna
has
see
bad
the end of
numbers,
the
but
game.
Five-four.
you can
Look at this.
you
Okay,
can't take so much advantage
so-
of the bad numbers like this, because if you hit, I mean, you're happy, but not
Is that-
as happy as
you
you
wanna
had a
do
good
triple
board.
shot here?
Well, with that board, you're not afraid yet. So it may not be that bad to clear.
And the 4 is not so difficult to play to me.
What are you going to the 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Otherwise, it's a
Yeah, it's a double shot, but look at you
shot.
may be giving up a point. He's probably giving up a point if he doesn't roll the
You're
3
right.
or the 5.
You're right. You're right.
And he's got
You're
no
right.
board,
You're
so
right.
this
You're
may
right.
be the time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Ooh, I
You're
love
right.
hearing you say
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
right, I'm
maybe
right. You hear that,
maybe you
people?
play from the 9. Yeah, indeed. I mean, then you give maybe 35 numbers to hit. Is it 35?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't like this. I don't like that play.
Yeah. Yeah. Could
3-1
be
is,
could be well the right play to give another shot.
Look at this 6-3.
So
So
we can hit with both.
And otherwise, I
He'll probably
think
You're
just come
hitting
from the
with the
front.
yeah, you're
both
hitting
from the
from the
front. Does he make his ace here?
no.
let me see, what is it?
3-6.
3-6.
I think you hit and come around, and there's some weird
Out with
numbers.
both, probably, isn't it?
What, 2
Well,
out?
you
Hit.
play both.
Hit with the
You
3 and
play
then
both
out with the 6.
From the 21, maybe.
Yeah.
Making the 18.
Yeah,
is
because
too
chances
early,
are
is too
another
early.
checker's
No, no.
coming out.
Yeah, yeah. You
So-
don't make the 18 because there are 4 checkers on the deuce point. This
Right.
is why you're surely not making the 18.
Is he thinking about not hitting at all? I don't
This
think.
is funny without
No,
hitting.
interesting. Well, he hasn't
This
got a
comes
board,
also
has he?
into
Is he going to
consider-
lose his
this
timing if
is
he
also
hits? Wow.
conceivable to me. Yeah, interesting.
I
Why
don't-
not? Why not? And he also He didn't make the ace point because
Look
he
at the
sees
6-4. So now here come those twos dumping. You can't give a triple,
You see?
regardless of how weak his board is.
And
You just can't
yeah.
have 3 loose checkers.
And as he was not hitting, I think this makes your 4 even more right. Yeah.
Yep. No, here it is. Okay.
Wow.
So what he probably should have done last roll is
Yeah.
force this roll.
Yeah,
So
Chris.
Chris needs
Chris.
a little flunkage.
What do we have here?
We have a 6-2.
It is.
So the 2 doesn't hit.
No,
But you can double hit from the back.
Double hit
Let
from the
me
back, but the
see.
problem with that is that you only have a 2-point board.
Wow.
The ace was your last defense. He's got 5 checkers on the 2, so all his 1s are coming after you.
Funny.
Interesting. Complete change of tactics there,
Aces
isn't
is
it?
his best number, I guess.
3-4 is pretty good for him too.
This is good for Cynic.
Zednik needs to make a point that's important.
He can hit
I'd
twice.
hit twice. You put 3 in the air, and you get the checkers in the
Yeah,
outfield.
you should hit twice. I
You aren't
guess.
making the ace.
You
That's
should
not
hit
enough.
twice. Yeah,
hmm
you should hit twice.
So the volatility in this game is pretty impressive. So Zednik is
Yes.
going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loose checkers. But Chris will have 3 in the air. So,
Yeah, you hit twice. This makes
Yeah.
sense to me.
so there are a couple of jokers that Chris has, but that stack on the 2 is now basically going to make
Yes, you're right.
a
yeah.
lot of stuff ineffective.
Yeah, the 4 9 9 2 5. Your 4 3 rolls again. This would have been the right play, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he pays. He has to pay for his bet 4.
Yeah. That's the problem. The back games, there's a game that we've been playing in the States called Pasco Gammon. That is not what you want. No. That is not
Never
what you
make
want.
the ace point. You want to be hit on the ace point. You don't want to make it.
Yeah.
No, this can't be the right play. This is a ridiculous play to me.
One of my good friends and mentors, Phil Simborg, has been playing Pasco Gammon, named after Jim Pasco, and it's basically back games. So it's like I've seen a ridiculous amount of back games lately, and the way you defend against them and the way you have to play against them is a lot of it's really counterintuitive because you're like, I don't want to get hit that much, I don't want to recycle, and then what looked like Chris was just coasting home, and Jurgen thought maybe a pass. Now Chris has 3 in the air, a stack on his 2, and. Yeah, I think Zednik's going to come to it, though. He can't.
No, this
Nope.
is the beginner's play for sure.
That is
this
not.
is
Yeah,
and
that's.
it not only looks like a beginner's play to me. I guess it is.
It's just so. It's
Come
just
on, you
so
cannot make the ace
bad.
point. You
It
cannot
is
make
so
the ace point.
bad.
This is asking for losing. I think.
Yeah, now definitely.
No, how can you make the ace point?
Chris has
Zednik,
got.
this
I think
is-
you come out because you duplicated the 5s. I think
Yeah.
Zednik gave Chris. Chris was on the ropes, and Zednik just gave him a lifeline because
with
you
this
cannot-
ace.
Yeah,
with
this
this
is the ace
ace.
because you duplicate the 5s. You don't want to get the double hits.
But he needs a board. And Chris has still got a lot of blots.
Zednik has a
4.
lot of odds.
No, Chris.
Chris,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I'm just defending Zednik's play there. Just saying he needs a board, and Chris still has a lot of
Let me
blots
see
spread around the board.
Chris
So
on roll.
Right. So why would you not take the? Put 3 in the air?
because Chris is just coming straight back in, isn't he?
Nice, still
I
very
think
nice.
I think if
game.
Zednik could do this over and see the results of especially the rolling, he'd be like, "Ooh, I should have hit."
I don't know.
Just
I'm no
because-
expert in back games at all. So, but I'm just
Well, so look.
I'm
see,
trying to I'm post rationalizing.
So so Chris has all these checkers. He has at least 1 checker out of play with 5 on the 2. Like so, basically, the aces are just going to go to the 1. That's the only use of those checkers. So so Zednik has a lot more power.
What about
the
this
heck?
play? What about this play?
Yeah,
Why not
okay,
making
you would make
the 12
the
point?
outside point because you want numbers that crack.
How can you
All right, so
dump a checker to the 3 point?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
understand.
slotting the point you really don't care to make, and now Chris gets to move these 2 in tandem, and it's
That's
probably
a
going
good
to get
roll
to
for
save
him. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he didn't want to move 3 checkers to this 12 point,
Yeah,
but
and
why
now look
not?
what
Why
Zednik,
not?
Now Zednik gets to play hit with the same strength board, and now he's going to have 4 loose
Yeah.
checkers.
He could. Oh, I think he should hit loose. Is it?
Yeah, that's it. He's going to have
Yeah.
these loose checkers, and now he's only got a 4-3 back game, which isn't.
Oh no.
What? Oh God. Okay.
What's his heart rate doing? He's quite cool.
What about heart rate?
No, only 94. That's pretty impressive.
94, and Chris a bit more.
See,
Chris
he's
is
losing his double anchor now.
Yeah, Chris. Not only is Chris's heart rate gone down, it's because it's going down because he's no longer nervous. You know, this is. I don't think Zednik probably plays enough.
He
back
seems
games.
tortured over this position, doesn't he?
Crazy,
What's his strategy?
crazy.
I feel like he's trying to save Gammon weirdly, and
Yeah.
his goal should still be trying to win. You
Yeah.
can't get rid of this anchor.
No. Yeah.
You can hit if
Just
even if he
hit.
gets
Doesn't
hit,
matter
yeah.
if you get hit back. Just
Right.
hit.
I think the outfield points look quite useless to me.
Yeah, there's not a lot that's going to go wrong for you, even if you get hit. This is not right. Okay.
Wow.
So Chris has got like a set of aces, which is ridiculously strong. Set of 2s that play. 3-1.
Set of 5s.
3-1, 3-1.
So I think you slot the ace and come up
Yeah.
with the 3.
Yes, yes.
You know,
yes.
the checkers on the 2 only go to one place. So
Yeah.
yep, use the way they're gonna go. All right, Zednik. Okay, you got to hit
He's
finally.
hitting, eh? Gotta hit. Yeah.
All right, Chris, looking for the 3x. 3-1 would probably be ideal. 5-2 is fine. Yep.
Yes, yes.
And now Zednik is got this weird holding game that's really not making a lot of sense.
Can hit, but
But then the 3 goes
the
to just such a
3
crummy place.
to the 14, I guess. 17, 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
14, no other 3.
Yeah, you can't come in. I just don't. I don't want to sound dumbfounded, but I've seen Zednik play these games and just okay there. Yeah, okay. I think Zednik's.
Yeah,
What's he doing?
and there's no other 3. No, you should
There's no
leave your
duplication if he
17.
does that.
No, but but the whole thing is you've got to get this. Chris has a 3-point board, but he's got the ace slotted. He's gonna.
I mean, you don't want to play the 3, but
But you can't do anything
you
else.
can't. Yeah.
You
I
can't
think
waste. You
this
can't
is-
go into the 4 and just leave
Yeah.
that alone, because that's just giving Chris way too many options to play free. So you got to take your lumps, and that's because he gave up his.
Without hitting, no. Come on.
Oh, you can't dump that.
No.
But yeah, just if he doesn't hit though, I mean, Chris is
4-2.
still.
Are you completely sick? You cannot play 4-2 here.
No, you've definitely
is this?
effectively killed the checker. and
This is
Ooh,
4-2.
wait, what about the 5-1? Maybe you give the double shot and make the ace just cause.
Yeah.
All right, see now look
How,
at this.
how
Yeah,
can you
Zednik
play
is-
4-2 here?
Yep. Okay.
I mean, this 6 looks good to me.
Yeah, you want to make a point with it.
At
You got a
least a
decent
point,
point.
yeah.
Now Zednik could possibly roll a
can you
3 and
play
make a
4-2?
5-point board.
I still cannot believe how to play 4-2. How can you play 4-2? But okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the current moves.
Okay, so
5-2 for Zenik.
it's
The
good for
5
him to
5 is
realize.
clear,
You
yeah.
stay
Yeah.
there.
Move further on. You can cover.
I'm not that depressed about coming up with the 2, so you have the 5 cover instead of the 3. You duplicated the 3. So the 3 covers the 6 and it also covers the 3.
I think there was no
Okay.
other 2 with it.
Okay. Now the 4.
You cover the
You just
ace.
come
You
up.
cover the ace.
Well,
I
when you
guess.
come up.
when you come to this, now you've given him the 5 to hit and the 3 and 6
Good
to cover.
five.
So that may be a little too much. There's the 5 that
He's
hits.
hitting. And then you should lift.
You have to lift.
6-5 maybe.
I don't think you can lift here.
Yeah. Because if you get hit with the
Chris has got a block. He's
6,
got only got a 3-point board. Okay.
Right,
Threes,
but the
no,
6,
threes,
if it comes
threes
with a
is the
1,
best number.
4, 5, you then hit it. Oh.
14.
Now 6s and 2s make a 5-point board.
Okay. Now standing is not so bad anymore.
No.
Oh,
Double 2s would have been a pretty good roll for Zednik.
well, this
5-3
is
doesn't
not
cover
so
and
nice.
doesn't lift.
This
Chris
is
has got some hope.
yeah. I guess there were
Oh,
about
maybe you do a weird block number. So
What do you-
then
So who's favourite here then?
I still think. Oh,
now it's Chris. Now it's Chris. I think. But if Stanek were able to hit, it would be Stanek.
if Zednik was able to close,
Too close. I
Yeah.
mean too close. Sorry, too close. Sorry.
it's okay. So now it's gotten a little
Stanek
deeper.
Should be favorite. Guess he's thinking about doubling. I guess this should be a take.
It's crazy how it got played and still Zednik.
Yes,
you
indeed,
know,
indeed, yeah,
he
indeed.
killed that checker. He did all these things
Wow,
and
I
still
still
can't
can't.
cover.
Still not able to cover.
I like to see
I do
what
like
the
this
race is
block.
here.
Yeah.
He still has Zednik still has 50 something pips outside.
As soon as Chris,
So-
if
Yeah,
Chris
but, yeah,
enters,
like,
he's the
I'm just
favorite.
looking at
If
Chris's
Chris
board,
enters,
it's very
he's the
heavily
favorite.
stacked and
Right, but they're
Six.
They're at least
Not
outside.
such a nice deuce.
Yeah, I guess you're slotting the 4
Yeah, to the 4. Yeah, good for the race.
and the bear off.
What about the race? I guess White
Zednik
is
is
ahead.
hitting with a 3 regardless.
White should be ahead.
Oh, 5-1.
5-1. You could make
Ooh.
3 point. You could make 3 point.
Yeah, he's got the 2 blots, but the problem is that the 3 hit that you have, if it comes with a 3-1, 3-2, 3-5, you've
Still,
got
you
a
should make
4-point
this
game.
point. I think there's no other nice 5. Yeah, where to play the 5 instead?
Well, Zednik's been playing this game like he's trying to save the gammon, so
Yeah.
this is
Indeed,
consistent.
indeed, yeah,
you know?
indeed. But this cannot be the right strategy. Playing for avoiding a gammon.
Yeah.
This is the right play to me.
Yeah, you got to have teeth. You got to make it scary for Chris to hit. But when Chris hits, a lot of times he makes a 4-point board.
Yes, but at least
Right. At least you have threats.
you have one shot. Then on you can get the other checker. This
I
makes 2
think I
points.
stay and
You
make
can
the
make
2
the
points.
board.
Yeah,
Points,
make your
you
board.
make the board. You make the 5-point board for sure. You make the 5-point board.
so now
Yep.
now
So
it's
now
scary
it's
for Stanek
threes
to
and
Let
hit.
me see.
3s, 8s, and 11s.
White is still ahead in the race, I guess. A
Yeah,
little.
with those checkers outside.
Yeah.
3 8s and 11s, but not
What
7s.
is this?
So you just make the
What
9.
is
I think you make
Yes.
the 9.
And then you give either the
And then you go-
9
And
or
then-
11.
You know, you stay 11
I think
back.
stay 11
yeah,
back.
Stay 11
yeah.
back, yes.
you want to get the shot. So Chris
Yes.
needs an 11,
Chris needs an 11.
or
was-
double
Or
4s are
12.
better.
This was probably the worst number.
Does he stay?
I
I
don't
think
know.
he should come out. So he
He's
does-
coming out. Yeah,
this
he
is-
doesn't want to be picked and
This
passed.
is the worst number for sure. This is the worst number for sure.
he come
Even
out-
3s is better. Even
Yeah.
double 3s
come
is
out with
better.
a 2.
Double 3s can't be better because then
Come
you
out with a
break your
1.
board.
Yeah, but you're good in the race. Good for the race. Double 3s. Isn't it?
What's it
Come out
with
with a
you
1.
Germans in the races?
Yeah, double 3, you improve your race. But anyway, it's
I-
a different story.
I think I come out with the 2. Give him the ace, and the ace is in the 11.
But then you're
the
giving him
11
9s
the
to hit
nines.
in the outfield rather than 10s,
Right.
which is quite a lot more
This
shots. Well, it's
is
2 more
one more
shots.
shot. Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Double
But-
6.
But your shot,
Pardon me, double
but-
5s and 6-4 versus.
but your shot
5-4 and 6-3.
expectation.
And double 3.
Maybe
Oh,
you,
yeah,
you maybe you
double
stay
3.
back. Maybe you stay back to get more. Maybe you stay
Correct.
back to get more shots. I'm not so sure about this. Maybe you stay back
I
in
think I
order.
wanted to minimize the shots.
I think this is he will have counted it.
Not so
Nice.
sure about this. Maybe you stay back. Yeah, this
Okay.
looks
okay,
like the right
so
play. Can we
So-
now count? Let me see. White. The cube
looks
is
pretty
the cube
close.
is
Yeah.
the cube is standing. 3-2. You
so
clear the
maybe
6. Let me see.
You
you clear
can
the
come
6.
up with the
you
can
clear the 6. I think you clear the
3,
6.
and then you come
Yeah.
up with the 2. You give him an 8 instead of a 10.
no, I think
Oh,
he'd
maybe
stay
you
back.
get more shots this way, right?
This makes sense to me. This
So if he
makes sense
rolls
to me.
6-3. So now
Six
you
is
have that
four.
ace
So
shot.
The cube is
Chris
with
really wants to
Stanek.
hit here, or roll a
Yeah.
set big enough. That's
Okay,
big
that's
enough.
a good miss.
But this is
Another
big
good
enough.
miss, yeah.
big enough, big enough.
So
Now
we
we
should
have
have the pip
a
count.
super
Well,
close
this
race.
is now this should be easy to count. I mean, just apparent counts. Okay,
Super
so
Yeah.
close race.
yeah.
Chris is on roll, and Chris is a little down, I guess. A little down.
There's not going to be a redouble right now, though. Down to
You play to the ace,
Yeah.
and you get off.
Yeah, you don't want to make gaps.
Yeah,
So
Stanek is
the
a
3 thin
little
spot is the only thing that you
ahead.
need to worry about. So
Okay.
it's going to be a minute
Funny
before.
race.
All right,
Okay.
Chris
no,
is okay.
He's
It's
two,
roll for roll,
four,
really, isn't
four,
it?
four up.
Threes. That actually is not the greatest number for Zednik, just because he now has a gap he can hit repeatedly.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So he
But
took
it's
2 off.
12
but
pips. It was 12 pips.
It's 12 pips,
Yeah.
but now if Chris rolls
Let me
any
see.
kind of
Let's-
reasonable
let's,
set,
let's have a look
Okay, now his
Let's-
ace is
How
vulnerable.
many do we have off? 6 to 5?
They're even. No. It's
He
Right.
should think about doubling. He had 6 off.
Redoubling?
Why not? He had 6
Ooh,
off.
Yeah,
No,
that's a
that's-
market
no,
Come
that's-
loser.
on.
Oh,
That's a
okay.
market
Why
loser.
not?
They were even before Jürgen
In what?
put checkers off.
Same numbers of checkers off. Yeah, but he had the ace point was only
Okay.
covered by 1.
6
So
to 8. Ooh.
2, 4, 6, 8,
It's
2, 4.
weird.
6 to 8.
Small doubles play huge.
This must be a pass.
He thinks it is certainly a pass. Yeah.
All right, so
And-
let's see. You
and
miss with
Even he's
one.
missing
and-
with 3s and 2s,
and
but
this is
Chris can
certainly
miss
a
with
pass. He's gotta
aces
miss
as well.
twice.
This is a big trouble. It's a bus. It's just a bus. Two checkers is a lot. I think even before it was conceivable to think about doubling.
Zednik had all those plays.
Wow,
you
long
didn't
game.
disagree with. Oh yeah, these games can get pretty hairy and take.
But 4-2, how
Well-
can you play 4-2 here? I mean, this is.
It seemed insane. Yet
It is.
it didn't cost him
yeah.
at all. You know.
Come on. But the cube action was interesting. Yeah, when Quiz doubled to 2, I guess it was a good double. And I'm not so sure about the take again. But anyway, we continue certainly.
I wish we had
But I
XG next
digress.
to us.
He knows how to play this. Yeah, this is the right play. Right play.
Okay. The response.
This is a good number. Deuces for Chris, 11, or maybe moving to the 14. No, he's doing this. Yeah, this looks good
He's
to me.
stripped on the 8.
You go to the 14.
He's stripped on the 8, so hitting with aces. And so
Yeah, the
bad.
2
Would've-
looks
yeah,
good. The
would've
2
been
looks
good.
good. 2 looks good by Stanek.
Yeah,
No, you-
Chris really would have liked to have been able to use that 4-1.
You play to the
bar.
20,
Now he's gotta
23.
use it to come in.
You play to the 23, I guess, with white. And the ace, you play to the 23, I
They-
guess.
Yeah. Pin the 8.
Think you don't play 8 to 4.
Mm.
This is not my blame.
No.
Yeah, it's not. That's not where your fight is. You know.
Mm.
You have to, and he's stripped on that point. So now.
3-1.
Okay. And then 3 down.
Or to the golden point.
Yeah, that golden point's about to be made on
Yeah.
his head, though.
Yeah.
I don't like.
But
this.
13-10, you strip your mid a little.
Right, but you take the fight where it's going.
Yeah. No, you can make
Ace
the
point.
ace. Yeah, there's no other
Yeah.
play. There's no
Well,
other play.
there's the
Well,
3.
you can hit loose on
Yeah,
the
but
5.
there's no nice 5. There's
Yeah.
no nice 5 otherwise.
Yeah, and you still,
This
if he
looks
doesn't roll the
good,
5
yeah.
coming in.
And now you can use the stupid checker on the 4-point there with the 3. Yeah.
Man, you're not gonna let that go, are you?
Yeah, 4-3.
Speaking of stupid checkers on the 4-point.
Again, now you have to play to the 4-point, I guess. And
Yeah. But you have to come up.
yeah,
This has to come up.
there's no other choice, I think, than playing 2 checkers to the 4-point,
Yeah.
to a 4-point.
Right, exactly. So Zednik does have some good, decent numbers here. 4-3,
You can hit
Double hit.
twice. Yeah.
double hits the move here. He's made his ace point. He's got a slightly
Yeah.
better board than you, but you've got your builders in the right place. If Chris doesn't come in with both, you've got some fun numbers.
This is a
Okay.
good number.
That's
good
a good
number
for Chris. He stays back, so he's probably not getting hit again. And Zednik has
The
at
six
six, which sucks.
looks a bit
Six
strange to me.
Sucks.
Yep.
You can play with 5 bloods or with 3 bloods.
Yeah, this is probably it's going to be either
Yeah,
slotting your
to
2 point or
duplicate
3.
Deuces, you duplicate deuces a little. But otherwise you would also duplicate deuces. Here you also
You've got more cover
duplicate
numbers
deuces.
like this. If you've got more cover numbers like this, and
Yeah,
it's a
this
better point
looks
to make.
nicer. This
Yeah,
3
you want to
point,
make your 3 more than
3
your
point
2.
is the better
So-
point to make.
And 2-6 from the bar comes in
Yeah.
hitting. So
No,
Chris is looking okay.
Scenic.
Zednik.
This doesn't.
Oh,
is
if
not
that
valid.
was flat,
This
that would have been a
is
decent
not-
roll.
Whoa.
Now
Okay.
you got 2
What about this?
6s. Yeah,
This can't be a cube.
can't be. I don't know. I mean,
Who
yeah,
is
he has
on
the high
roll?
anchor.
Is Scenic
It's
on
white
roll?
on roll.
White on roll. White on roll.
Yeah.
White
So
on
it's
It's
roll.
worth
white on
thinking
roll.
about, but I don't think it was a cube.
4-3. Make that weird. Make your opponent's
Mhm.
outside point. That's not.
Then you have
Common.
both 8 points.
I don't know. Maybe I would just come up with the 3 and safety to the mid, because this point, I've got too many points made.
Okay.
Now look at
Instant
this.
board.
Okay, so
White on roll.
3-1.
Yeah, you have to say goodbye to your 17 point, I
Right.
guess.
That thing that you didn't want, I shouldn't have made in the first place.
Yeah.
Now has to be retired.
Yeah, there's no other choice than leaving the 17.
I can't see anything else.
Well, I guess he's thinking
Unless you
maybe
lose your
can
11.
squeeze him off your 5, but
Yeah.
that's not the. I don't think that's the right thinking right now. Oh,
Interesting.
I think I take the bar.
He wants. No, you want to have. This looks like a normal play, but
But
yeah,
you're so stripped now. Everything,
Yeah.
nothing's connected.
16.
well, he's going to break his mid next go.
This is
Right.
a nice number. If you can play safe, this is good. Yeah, this makes sense to me.
Right, you aren't really that scared about
No,
the ace hit.
white on
You got a
roll.
much better board. However,
Yeah, and then you play to the 6.
yep, and now you've got some decent builders for the 5
Okay.
point and the
Okay.
3 point. That being said,
White
Okay,
on
then we can
roll.
Deep again.
yeah, and 3 on the 2. But that 2
I think
point.
white is slightly favored here.
Okay, so do you make your 3 here, or do you clear something?
I really want to make the 3.
You play safe. You should play
You
safe.
can just bring everything to the 10,
Right.
or you can make your 3. Oh no, he's clearing this. That's a good point to clear too.
And then the 10 point. Why not? What was the other?
The 5.
He's six is play good now.
Play, right? So the 5 plays.
This.
So now you've got to roll even numbers or odd numbers. You can't roll even and odd numbers. There you are.
Just bring it in, or
Ooh,
you can clear
you can
this.
clear that.
Yeah.
Yeah, clearing looks good to me.
I think
think
You
clearing
should
looks
clear.
good,
You should
yeah.
clear. Yeah, you should clear. You should clear. So then you have more good numbers for the next roll, or for the next rolls.
Right. And the double 5s plays awesome if you hold that point. Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got a
this
bit more
is good,
flexibility
this
like
is
this
good,
too,
this
doesn't
is
he?
good.
Right. All right. That's simple enough. All
I
right,
don't think
Chris
it's
still
about even. I
needs-
think this game is about even. I don't think that white is so much better. This
I
do
think
you,
you're
do you have to
slotting.
play to the?
I think you just play to the 4. No, you can't.
Oh.
Dump. I can't dump to the ace here.
This is on.
I can't
Yeah.
dump to the ace.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm slotting
Yeah,
the
makes
5.
sense to me. Makes
I
sense
can't
to
help
me. Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
The 3s are
Yeah, yeah.
duplicated.
Yeah.
hitting, covering,
They're kind
I
of
can't.
duplicated. Yeah.
and you're gonna need that 5 point.
Yeah. No, you don't like. You don't want
The
to have
3's
3.
duplicated if he slots the 5 as well.
Right.
The 3 to make his board
Yeah,
and to hit.
but certainly you
Oh,
need some
gosh.
courage. You need courage to slot, and apparently he doesn't have this courage at the moment. Yeah.
Do you hear what he's saying about
Yeah.
your boy?
Yeah.
What did
you
he
n-
say?
He's saying
You need-
courage to make this play, and obviously
No,
he
no.
has
I mean,
Just
to
as well
slot,
he's not
just
sitting
to
next to
slot.
me then, isn't it?
Right.
You need.
It's good. It's good we kept space
you need-
between.
You need courage to slot, and
I think it was probably okay because the 3
Yeah.
was duped, wasn't it?
Right. The
No,
But
we-
you
no,
still don't really want to get hit.
now I
so-
think Zenek is favored
But
to
he's
win this
got-
game.
He's
Zenek,
got a horrible
Zenek should
position
be
now,
favored.
But Zenek's breaking soon too.
This
Not-
is a good
Oh,
number.
I think you just make the
Good
3.
number.
Make the 3. Make the
Yes.
3. You.
Yes.
He doesn't have the time to hold all these
No,
points.
3 point.
Maybe, but the point he wants to clear is his 12, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, but the problem is that you're going to be clearing against a 3-point
Yeah.
board anyway. This is
and
allowing
you
Okay.
might
to
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might get a shot. You
No,
might get a
Zenek
shot.
is going with 6s. Okay, he's rolled low,
Yeah.
but he's
And-
going with a lot of
and
numbers
you have a new
soon,
landing
so
point. But
Right.
with a 3 point, with a made 3 point, you have a new landing
Yeah.
point.
And now you can do that
Okay.
constant dumping to the
Yeah,
ace.
you can
5
strengthen.
on the ace.
You can
it's looking
strengthen
gross,
your
but you
ace
never know.
point. This is not his best number for sure.
No.
So you,
What about
Well, you-
this?
oh, okay.
This is
Well,
a play. This is a
It
play.
is a good play.
Just don't want to bust your board here, do you?
Chris
Yeah,
does
looks
have 3
good. This
checkers
looks
out of
good.
play. But
Quiz.
he really
Still no
needs
cube in
to
this
pick.
game.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a double.
All right.
So he can
It's that time he can't
clear
clear.
the 8.
I think. Yeah.
He clears the
You
8. He has to
clear the
hit.
8. You-
So that's the 6. And otherwise, you're
Yeah.
giving a shot anyways.
And now I
Either
think.
giving
Too many shots
Yeah.
the other way,
And now Stanek is
and
favorite
it's only
to win.
one block.
Stanek is equity favorite, I guess.
You should tell his dice that because I don't feel it.
Double anchor,
that is a
double
pretty
anchor.
nice roll for Zednik.
No, maybe
Mm.
Chris is the favorite. No,
What?
Chris. Why not?
No, I said what?
Yeah.
Chris is going to have a
you
Swiss
can
cheese
play
board. He's got to play safe. I mean,
No, maybe not favorite. Don't
Yeah.
know. Not so sure, but maybe you volunteer. Maybe you
the Germans
volunteer.
were supposed to be decisive. What's going on here?
Maybe you volunteer with this 5-3. I
Well,
don't know.
now Zednik's going to volunteer with everything because you've got
Yeah.
a Swiss cheese board and not
Yeah.
a lot of threats.
I'm not so sure about this 5-3. With the 5-3, you maybe play 12-4.
This seems okay. You've got a 5-point board. This seems okay. However, you can hit and cover and turn it into a
That's a pretty good
4-point.
roll. That's
I'm
a
not
good
so
roll
sure
for
about
him.
this.
Yeah.
Maybe you clear the 6-point. Maybe you count. You have to count.
Yeah,
But let's see. Let's see.
The thing is,
Okay, so you do that.
no, I don't
No,
think so.
because that
It's horrific
is-
trying to clear
Yeah.
after you've done that.
You have to count.
Yeah.
How many numbers?
Double
Apparently,
fives,
it's not so
4,
many
3,
numbers. I guess it's not so many
4,
numbers.
4,
This-
5, 2. Not enough.
Okay. Now
So does he come
now
off?
Mr. Cube is coming. Maybe Mr. Cube. I
What-
guess this should
should
be
he
a
play
cube. This is a cube.
to his
This is a
bar?
cube.
Should he just keep the 5 prime and play
He should
I
cube.
think right
24,
now.
20,
I think right now we're.
2018?
With the deuce, that's
Should
the
he play
right deuce.
2018 with the deuce?
No, I
No,
think
no,
this
no.
is right.
This is
But I think
right.
Chris definitely has some cube consideration.
yeah,
and
Chris
he's,
should
and he's
cube
taking
now.
the time.
Chris should cube
And
now.
Chris is
Nixon
back to
day.
107.
Back to 107.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris should cube. I think.
So chances are Chris is going to be leaving a single shot if he leaves a
No.
shot.
Why is he not? Why is he rolling and shaking? I don't
Oh.
understand this.
Because sometimes you don't know you're going to roll double
Okay.
fours. 1, 2, 3,
I mean,
one
this
off.
is an.
He missed it. Yeah,
this
he missed
was-
the cube.
What about now?
However, yeah, now do you cube?
Yes, I think
Well,
not so
you've
many
got
gammons.
some slimy. If you
Not
don't
so
roll
many
the 4
gammons.
numbers, you've
It's
got
probably worth
slimy
rolling on.
gammons.
It's
Four
worth
bad
rolling on here, I
numbers.
think.
Right. There are only 4 bad numbers here.
6. No, 4. Sorry. Okay. 15
You
all.
don't have to always. You don't have to always disagree with me, Cecilia. I am the international champion of 2017. I'll have you know.
Carter, I will never forget that.
Nor will I. So,
And what about my cider, Steen? Steen, where's my cider, please?
your cider, as it. You still have your wine.
I'd like a sparkling mineral water. Sparkling mineral
Are we,
water from
should we just act as if this is a constant? I know. It's almost like it's being held hostage.
Is leading by one.
Behind me.
Okay, so it's pretty close.
So this is now 11-12 away. 11-12 this is, so let me see.
Is this a hit or the 5 point? Or
I
even
kind of like the 5 point a little better, even though you want to put that checker back and it goes. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, this isn't.
50,
I think
50,
it probably is a
55.
hit, but with all
11-12
those-
is 55.
Okay.
55%.
Okay.
2-1. Yep. Chris has, as long as Zednik doesn't come in hitting, Chris has some amazing.
Chris's
I
mum
think
is wishing
you
him well.
hit because there are so many good numbers otherwise for white. You
Yeah,
hit.
White's going to be making the.
Yeah. And
Is this the one you hit? I don't know. I think I hit the 3.
Yeah, but this is a little duplicating the ace 10 to 9.
All right.
A little. Just
Well,
a little.
Okay.
that really
nice.
doesn't matter. That last 3.
Do you make the 11?
I may slot the 3.
10?
I'm not dumping to
No,
the
you
6.
can't break your mid
Maybe you
here.
slot the 3.
Or maybe
Giving
you
up
can.
the
That's pretty
midpoint.
strong.
That's actually, I don't think that's that bad. This is.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
Maybe.
strong.
Yeah, you've got. I mean, now you can get that outside
White.
prime.
Yeah, make your bar, make your 4. You're
ahead.
looking really
White
strong.
is ahead here.
Mhm.
He's thinking of doubling. Why not?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, just the way it looks is,
What about the race? Is this about even the
a
race?
little bit. Yeah,
Or a bit ahead, bit better.
4
Let
3.
me see. Maybe now you slot.
Yeah,
with
now I
6,
slot
3.
the 3.
Now you play.
Come down with the
6, 3.
4, slot
Yeah.
the 3.
The 6-3 should be the right play. Come
Oh,
on, come
no.
on. No, this is not. This looks ugly.
It looks ugly, but it's
Come on.
playable.
It's not too
It
bad.
is.
Right.
If the race is even, he doesn't want to go back.
Right, and he still can contain here, Jürgen. It's not
Okay, but I think 6-3 was again. Yeah, not that important. Now you make the 3.
easy
certainly.
3 point.
Mhm.
See, he could have made it all the time.
Yeah.
What were you worried about?
Let me see. 9 or 4 point. Yeah,
Yeah,
9
this is
point
probably
seem
more
to be
containing.
Mm.
But the
more
problem
important.
is that one checkers looks like it can be contained fairly easily too.
Wait,
All right, I
maybe
think.
now you slot. Maybe now
What?
you make the
Now you
slotted
just
play.
don't you just run?
Leaving the anchor. Oh yeah, thank you, Steen. For me, yes, please.
Saida.
A water. Thank you. Sparkling, yeah.
Why not slotting? Yeah, I think with this anchor and the D point, this looks.
Magic cider.
Thank you. Yeah, I think. Yeah, slotting looks like the red play to me.
You don't want to run?
6-5. No, I mean.
What are you like? What are you afraid of? I mean, I
Running.
understand making slotting
Running,
the 4,
running,
and then you
run.
go 6 to 5, and you make that. But I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to bail. He's made the ace point, and he doesn't have another. He has the ace and the 6.
No, I think you don't run here.
Thank you, Chris.
You run here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you see,
Yeah.
this
Oh,
can
this
happen.
is it. This is the
can
end.
happen.
Now you can get a higher anchor.
Yeah.
Now you could roll like a 5-5,
Okay.
5-6.
This 6-1, I would like to see later.
Yeah, of course. I know you want. However, 3-4, easy
Okay,
enough.
be happy to make your 22 again. But now you have not such a good.
Yeah, now this isn't as fun.
Now you cannot slot like before.
I
No,
think,
not easily.
I think you have to come in. I think you have
No,
to
no,
anchor.
no. Come on,
I
come
think
on.
he has to anchor here.
Be happy
This
you
is
can make an anchor.
blitzy. This is blitzy. Yeah.
He has to anchor here.
I
He's got way too
I
much
guess
on
he
him.
will play to the 6 point. I don't know if this is the right play, but I'm sure. I guess he will make this to the 6 point.
I think so too. Okay.
Okay.
This
Chris
can't
wants
be-
maximum
I
flexibility.
mean, there are so many checkers of Stanek waiting to hit these two.
But
Now he's praying for a 3. Now he's praying for the anchor. Yeah.
this is
Come
nice.
on.
Come in on the 3.
Yeah,
Don't even.
Yeah. Yeah.
And don't think about hitting on the ace. This is the 5, right? Okay, so Chris has a little bit of work to do, but these double 5s were just in time for Chris. Okay, so now Chris needs like a double 1, a 6-2.
Stanek's pretty disconnected now.
No, there are many good numbers for
He's
white.
got a little lone checker.
Not that many good numbers for white?
There are many.
Oh, I was
there are
gonna
many.
say,
Sorry,
are we
sorry,
looking at the
sorry.
same game?
Yeah.
Okay, you can make the
You can
Make
make
the
either
deuce.
the deuce or the 7.
you
Or
made
the
the
bar. Bar, yeah, I see. He's pulling
Yeah,
it
but
out.
This
Mhm.
sounds. This looks better to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Stand
Yeah.
by your man.
Wow,
All right.
wow.
So does he step
it's
up with
not
the
so
ace?
easy to step up because then you have to
No.
play to the ace.
Right. I think
you play-
maybe you clear the 9.
Oh, God, that's
going to be
gross.
bad. Yeah,
No,
I think
you
he
play
cleared
to
the
the deuce,
9.
you play
Or,
to
oh yeah,
deuce, yeah.
that's fine. Yeah. What was I looking at?
Wow, wow, wow.
Can you make the 4-point here?
Yeah, if you make the 4 point, you're
Then
pretty
it's
much
over.
Jinsky.
Then it's over.
Yeah.
Maybe this was a double before
Yeah,
because
it
you
could
have
have
so many numbers to make the 4.
It could
This
have
is
The
over.
7
It's
is-
no, it's too good. Maybe.
I don't know.
Let me
You
see, let
always
me
can
see.
roll that weird number double
You're right.
5.
No, it's not too good. It's not too
crappy
good.
thing.
It's not too good. Not too good. Certainly
Yeah,
not.
so I think
not
it's
too
a
good.
double pass.
White. Yeah. Yeah.
Heart monitor. Chris is 102, fine, and
But you
Zednik's
should
at
have-
92.
You should have doubled before. I guess you have 4.
Oh, he thinks he's too good.
Well,
Okay.
that's a too good roll.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And the last one, let me see.
Just hit loose.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, no.
You see, Cecil? I think
Oh,
so
yeah,
too. Yeah, you
Cease-
can.
yeah, Cease
Okay.
is right. The
You
hitting
can-
loose is the absolute correct play there.
You see, with the 5-1 from the bar, would have been nice
Yeah.
for Chris.
Yeah.
You
Oh yeah, the
see?
5-1 would have been
5-1
nice.
from the bar would have been very nice for Chris. So hitting loose, I guess, would have been the right play.
Yeah, but now Chris has nothing to fear.
And also with the
No.
when you hit, you can have
Do
one
you
on the
wanna
22.
Try and pick up another
s-
checker here, or just close
what do
him
we
I
out?
think I
have here?
close him out. He's got the 3 behind. He's got 3 behind.
Yeah, and to
You're
the
not
6
getting
point,
cubed.
into the 6 point. Yeah. Thank you,
Oh, our
Steve.
sexy waitress just came in. Oh, nice. Exactly. Our tournament director with his sexy skirt.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he's got 2.
Wow.
No, exactly. But we're having a lot of fun. Yeah, the heart rates aren't maxing out like it was Dagfin and
Senek. Chris is leading.
Yeah. Did it? We
At-
missed
at-
that.
At which situation? Describe the situation again, please.
When you said he should have cubed.
yeah.
Before 2-1, yeah? Before 2-1.
No, the previous game. Do you remember when he...
Oh, hey, the monitors are out. What happened in the last game? Ed and
With the last one.
well, I could see that they're both old, but anything of value.
Chris is playing.
I don't know. I don't like this. I think you should just close him out.
2-1. This is nice for Chris. 3.
He's got
Oh, they probably
some-
walked away. Right.
Is there a bad number? Maybe
think he
threes.
should Oh,
there's
threes.
a
Threes
yeah,
is a
there's
bad
a
number.
double
Threes is a bad
3.
number.
Double 5s
Five.
is not a great
This
number. It's fine.
think he cannot afford to continue.
Yeah, now you cube them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only needs 1 point here as well. He get to go even.
6-5 is bad. 6-3 is bad. Yeah. Yeah.
But the cube is also bad for Zednik, so yeah.
Yeah, the back game. Yeah. Did you see? Oh, there was 4-2 here. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that back game was, and then the fact that Zednik was able to pull it out.
You're right.
Right.
Absolutely.
And when he started dumping to the 2, and the time when Zednik had no board, he could have given the double shot, which would have paid off huge, but he didn't. Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
yes, this
Yeah,
was caught as
that's- yeah,
play,
that was
and I
like
think that was the right one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Another 5-3, 2-1. No. No.
It tends to ding. We've been playing Pasco Gammon, so it's back game versus back game, and so we've been playing a lot of back games as like a prop game, and so it just turns out always when you don't play pure, you just get pounded. You know, you end up with everything in the wrong place.
Quiz on roll.
All right.
See
Cheers.
later.
Thank you.
Cheers. So
Next time, a little something
either you
frilly
run-
wearing, huh? Of course. Well, actually, here.
You can have a full one. Is this enough a little bit?
Sure.
Yeah. With a microphone near the glass.
Okay, Chris
It's
got a
nice.
cube. I don't know if this was a cube
This
yet.
was a fast one, yeah? Who cubed Zenek?
Zenek cubed.
Wow.
Wow.
I know.
This was a fast cube, yeah. But why not? Let's see. This is
Well, I can think of a
quiz.
reason
This
why
is
not right
quiz.
now.
Introduce your step
He was
up.
probably
I
in the
guess,
bar,
yeah.
maybe.
No, he wasn't
Yeah,
in the bar.
good
He
twos.
wasn't. No, he
Oh,
had some
okay, I
twos,
just
good
missed
fours.
it.
weird threats, but
You
look
hit,
at this.
and
Now
then
the
you-
6 is going to be... Yeah, this just sucks.
Yeah. This is also. I like it. I like it.
So
4x.
Chris needs a 4 here.
Oh,
Jim.
cocking it. Okay. But sometimes it comes back. Oh, that
That's
now
horrible
Zenek's
dance.
cube looks
Now we are in
amazing.
past territory, I guess.
Yeah, 4.
The 6, you pop, you come out.
Yeah, this is okay. Chris needs like a double 2
Yeah,
or double
double-
1.
Yeah.
Double 5 also actually plays fairly okay.
Would have come in deep if you
Double 2, I
Wow,
believe.
wow,
I'm good at
that's
these,
a-
aren't I?
numbers,
You know,
yeah.
calling out the number of death.
The last one, I guess.
I think I
8 to
go
6.
into the
8
6.
to 6.
Yeah, you want to have that spare checker on the mid to hit with the 1s and the 3s. Yeah, this looks right. Okay, now maybe Zednik rolls the dancing on a 2-point board number. Oh, he does not. However, he's...
Yeah. He continues
Okay.
to hit.
All right. Chris's double 2s still play, but... He's got some other jokers that play a lot better. Double aces comes to mind.
Yeah, he wants to keep White busy. That's why he's
Yep.
hitting.
1,
3-1.
3. Yep.
Entry's good.
And hitting
then
is good.
hit, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Zednik again,
Wow.
a little under fire. And
Wow,
when you
this
dance on that
is-
2-point
Let me
board,
see. He should at least think about recubing.
I
He
don't-
should at least think about it, I think.
oh, 3-1. God, you want that 5-point, but you can hit.
You
You
can
can
hit
double hit.
You can hit
everywhere.
and
You
come
can
back.
hit
Wait, but you can
anything.
hit and come up.
Is
Like, look at that
is
1-3.
white on Zenek's ace. It's like
Yeah, that's
yeah,
Chris.
so he can double hit.
So he
You
can
can
hit.
also double hit.
No, yeah, but I don't.
You can
don't
come
wanna
up,
double
yeah,
on-
you can-
don't wanna
you
double
can
on
do
3.
this, yeah.
he needs to
is
come
nice.
up too.
2
yeah.
is enough. 2 is fine on the
Yeah,
bar. 2 is
now-
enough.
Okay.
Now Chris has got some serious threats.
Got a lot of pointing numbers. Make the 5-point. You can
Mhm.
pick up the other checker.
Mm-hmm.
Not so sure about the take actually. You're 10 away, 10 away. So you can
10
use
away, but-
all of your 8 points, of your plausible 8 points.
Yeah, winning 8 here would be pretty huge.
Look at Chris's heart rate. He's looking pretty cool.
Yeah, at 100.
Yeah.
Zednik's up to 103,
You have so
so
many good numbers with White.
yeah.
I mean you are down in
Yeah.
the race maybe. Are you down in the race? Maybe you're not even down in the race.
Slightly, I think, with the 3 checkers. Yeah, you got the outside. Yep, here it is.
Okay.
Good
All right,
for- good
Zednik's
for-
got a decision.
He didn't
This
like it.
This gives
Most people
Stanek-
don't.
This gives
Give me
Stanek a
that
hard
for you.
time.
Right, exactly.
Let me see.
Only in the cash games with Michael do we see the snap takes and the excitement with the 4Q being whipped at you. I beaver. Yeah.
Let me. Do we have some bad numbers? 4s are maybe not that working that well. Yeah, 4s. You don't want to have a 4-2 maybe. You don't want to
6-4
roll a
is good
4-2.
number.
Double fours is good.
Double, yeah, but 4-2. 4-2 is maybe the worst number. 4-2.
Yeah, because it's just a waste.
Look
you
at
know?
4-2. 4-2.
But you can come out with the 4, so now you're only
Yeah.
giving a 4 hitter, and then safe with the 2. So then that's not even that
Yeah.
bad.
But 4-2 should be the worst number, I guess.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He's got a lot of good. Chris got loads of good numbers now, but
Right.
can Zdenek anchor? I mean, how likely is he to anchor here and
It's just
make
when
some kind of a game? If say Chris does make his 5-point next go, then
right. Well, that's the whole thing. Zednik's looking at his board and looking at Chris's Swiss cheese board, and he's going, "Seriously, am I going to be passing this?" But all those builders, those aren't blots right now. Those are builders.
I'm passing.
And he has got another blot as well
I think
in the
I'm
outfield.
passing this. I would tend.
possibly Chris has only
lean.
got a 2-point board at the moment.
I would lean to a pass, but there are so many builders waiting to attack.
And you got those slaughter numbers like double 3s, double 5s,
Yeah.
double 6s.
I think
Look
it's
at double
close.
6s.
I think it's
I
close.
think he's passing. I guess he's passing.
I'm surprised they actually haven't taken
It's an
a break.
overtaking
Okay,
cube
let's
as well. if
let's
he
have,
wins
have a
this
look
game.
at the bad numbers. So 4-2 is bad. Another bad one.
I don't think he has many
6-4
bad numbers
isn't
this
thrilling.
go.
6-4 indeed. 6-4. Oh, he's
Okay,
taking. Wow!
here we are.
Wow! Wow!
All right,
wow.
so this is
Party goes on.
Wow.
If Chris
So-
rolls odd numbers,
This is the
Ah,
4-2.
I'm sorry, what
this
is
is
this?
the
Worst
4-2.
number.
This is the 4-2.
Okay.
I guess
and even
it's
Chris,
the
yeah,
worst.
you can look at Chris's face. Like, are you serious
Oh, yeah,
right now?
okay, you can come out. Yeah,
You have
At
to
least,
come out with the 4.
Yeah, at least it accomplishes a little thing.
Ooh, and then maybe you go all the way with it because you're only getting hit with double
yes.
5s.
Yeah, maybe.
So
No. You, if you go all the way, you can be hit with a 2. With
right,
a deuce,
exactly.
With
So
a
you
deuce.
only double 5s in any 2, but 6. You're not getting hit with 6-2 or 4-2. But
No.
if you go to if you only
Okay.
use the 4 to go
Oh,
out,
man, that
Yeah.
was
then you get hit with any 4.
He has good 2s. Yeah.
5-3.
So
He can
anchor.
hit. Oh, okay, he survived. He survived the storm. No, don't.
Not if he
think
does
so.
this, he
hasn't.
No,
That's
no.
pretty crazy.
No. Be happy. Be happy
Be
to anchor.
happy you've got an anchor.
Yeah. Come
Don't
on,
want a
Stanek.
better anchor.
Right. I mean, you want one, but you shouldn't try for
Just
it
say
that
thank
way.
you for the 3 anchor.
Right. Yeah, thank you for not 6-4.
Yeah.
So, I think Zednik's coming to this conclusion. Yeah.
So
I know Chris
Yeah,
really wants the
can
5 point
Chris make
or
the
the
five
bar.
point?
Still,
This
still
guy.
white is so much better to me. Even though he
is
rolled.
this his roll?
Yep.
Okay,
Nine.
so he can make his 9.
I think we
That's
make
the
his
right
bar.
point. Bar.
Yeah.
Not the 9. The
I like
bar.
the 9 here.
Yeah, I also like 9 better. 9 is more blots.
I like this. I like this.
How many?
Ah,
How many
6-1,
shots?
Couple-
Too many
6-2.
shots. It's too many shots, I
1, 2,
guess.
6, 2, 6,
5,
6-5.
5-2.
This is too
4,
much.
6. Ooh, yeah,
The
this
9 point is
6-5.
not so bad. The 9 point is a little worth, but not much to me. Blocking
It blocks
the
his
6s
6 as
from
well, yeah.
the 22.
But the problem is that's going to be the number that again has to clear super fast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
You can make the bar and the 5 later.
you're giving double 6s.
Yeah, that's-
6,
It's
6,
much
4.
less numbers to
Okay,
hit.
double 6s and 6-4 are the only hitting
Much
numbers.
less numbers
Okay.
to hit. This should
Yeah.
be the right play.
5-1.
Okay, provocative.
But look how bad Black's position is. Yeah, and even Chris rolled a 4-2 in the beginning after the cube.
Oh God.
What
that's
about
another bad
this?
roll.
No, this is it saves both. He's fine.
Yeah, he wants to point on him.
He does. Yes, we know you would prefer if your boyfriend could just slaughter him and
No,
and just
four would be
make
nice.
this
Yeah,
walk
four.
in the park.
What
But
about the
it wasn't
race?
It wasn't a
I
great roll.
think
though.
I may take the outside point.
Maybe
What's
the
the
race
race?
is so bad.
You need to count.
Maybe the race is so bad.
It can't be. Look at how many checkers he has outside.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that Zednik should
I
look.
also think the 18 is,
Yeah, you're
is
picking him
nicer
off.
than the 21.
Keep going.
22.
Hit and go past.
Yeah,
What
just
do
pick
we
and
have
carry
here?
on.
Yeah.
You don't care so much if he comes in low if you can clear stuff.
He
And if
played
comes in
he
high.
made the 4-1 or what was it, 4-2 so fast.
even if he comes in the ace and is aggravating, he's going to have to give up that stuff pretty soon. Okay.
There are 4 builders for the 5 point, or 3 real builders, and
Yeah.
He's got some nice builders for that 5 point right now.
okay, yeah, you make the
Needs
5
it
point
with
for
a
sure.
return
You
shot,
make
but
Yeah.
Stanek's board's pretty.
Right, and then he's going to have
yeah.
he'll have 5 loose checkers.
Yeah.
Possibly. Right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is probably the best result for Zednik coming in.
Now, yeah.
He's got some chances that 1 on the ace is probably going to be helpful. All right.
Play 6-5.
Yeah. 6-5 is the ace. Then I think you just lift.
Bring the 5
yeah.
in, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Stanek's timing is okay for a roll or 2, but he's gonna have to
Right.
start.
There are not so
shifting
many
from the
bad
back.
numbers. This is one of them.
God.
I don't give the 8s and 10s yet.
Yeah.
I
You
don't think
can't
I
give a
need
shot
to.
here.
Right.
8-4, 8-4.
Absolutely
Yep.
can't give a shot. Okay.
Double
that's
fives
bad.
makes the
Easy-
board a lot
easy
weaker.
to
Now all of
play.
a sudden it's a lot easier to hit and to clear.
Let's leave some shots.
It's going to be leaving an
Double
8 or a
4,
10.
Double 4 and
6-4.
6-2, 6-4. 5 numbers. Is it 5 numbers?
6-2 and 6-4.
Yeah,
Double
5
4,
numbers.
6-4,
5 numbers to hit.
6-2, yeah.
Is it one of them? Yes,
Oh.
it is. Oh, now it's an open game. It
Yeah, it's
became an
a-
open game again. After this is not a cube yet.
No.
Definitely not. No, but I don't think so.
Ooh, but the 8 cube.
Even you're behind in the match. You by 2. I think this is a bit premature.
It can't, yeah.
I mean, every time I do this, then I roll the double 5, and then the guy comes in and with 6. and then
Stanek's
I'm
heart
sitting-
rate's gone up. Look,
Oh,
his
yeah.
heart rate's going up a bit while he's
What
thinking
about the
about
heart
it.
rate? Heart
113.
rate.
Yeah, Chris is going up to 107 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris is leading the heart beat race now. And Stanek is also not so
Sometimes you
bad.
want to see the 8 cube if you've been commentating a long time on a match and you're like, let's get this
Yeah.
over with.
Now it's Stanek. Stanek has the highest heartbeat at the moment. Which makes sense because, yeah, 8 cube is quite something.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You roll the 6s, you roll 6-4, you roll the number that just
No, I
clears.
think this.
It's not a cube yet, but
I don't think so. But it's good to think about it. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow! 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 Wow!
and Chris
Wow!
knows.
Wow.
Even if Chris loses this,
Now
He's
let's
not
have a
getting
look at
gammoned.
Chris. Let's have a look at Chris' heartbeat below 100, but it's getting up.
9900.
And Stanek's heartbeat should actually
heart
get
is-
down.
it's
It's
gone up
high. It's
now.
very high, but
Yeah, because
118,
118.
yeah. 119,
But now-
120,
but now he cannot do anything.
23, 25.
Wow!
It's like
Wow!
a
Wow!
poker game.
Yeah.
So look,
But-
Zednik's like, oh god.
But
it's here,
Stanek
it's
actually
here.
Stanek couldn't do anything right now. Yeah,
Right.
he cannot. So he could relax.
Chris is
Yeah.
calming himself. Chris has gone down to 96. It's funny. So right now, I
Okay,
don't know
let's
if
have a
everyone
look.
knows at home, but we're
Let's
watching.
have a
Everyone
look at
has
the
a heart
position.
monitor on. So we are watching these two heart rates of the opponents, and Zednik is now like holding his face, but Chris could see Zednik's heart rate is 124, which is the highest I think it's been in the match, and Chris is up to 114, 115. Chris is thinking about the take 118, 119. Oh, Chris is at 120. So yeah, so Chris is thinking of I gotta take this. I'm winning this race. He's got these 2 back. It's gonna be a minute
You
before he
need-
gets
You need
out.
6 or 4, so. But I don't.
Does anyone want to count the race?
Okay, let's do this. Yeah. So white, red.
All right,
let
if
me
you do white, I can
let
do
me
red
do
easy.
red. Let me do red.
Okay.
Red is. He is
Wow.
passing. He's passing.
What?
So it was an excellent double. And
Pressure. Pressure
passing.
double.
Yeah. I think that was a take.
I think so too. Yeah, you need.
All right, Chris is taking a break. Zednik's taking a break. We're taking a break. Okay, so we will be back in 5-10 minutes with more of this exciting match. All right, turn your mics off. right, is my mic live? Okay, cool. All right, they're waiting a second. Chris's girlfriend, our co-commentator, happens to be indisposed right now, and Jürgen is probably off drinking and talking with the Germans, so it's just me right now waiting. Ed O'Loughlin won. He is into the semifinals, which is very valuable for me because I have 10% of his action. Yeah, so that was a big swing. We ran XG, and it turned out that Zednik's cube was a no double, which then made Chris's pass fairly horrific, and 0.5 error. So Chris should have taken. It was a big swing, but they're ready and eager to get going. So here we are. Oh, Zednik has put the headphones on now. He's trying to block all distractions. Here we are. Yeah, I knew how bad it was. Yeah. It was pretty horrific. But you know, this is still, it's 8 away, 10 away. So, all right, Chris has got some issues already this game.
Oh dear, that's a bad fan.
All right, Zednik's not even looking at the cube here, which I'm not sure is the right tactic. You want to get the 4. He doesn't, but he's got a 3-point board. Chris has no development. Now he's got a 4-point board. Oh, thank you for joining us. It's weird. The German commentator, the man who we would assume would be so punctual, is ring up the rear.
Well, that's a good anchor
That's
for Chris.
true.
He needed that.
That's a great anchor and a great slot. If he can avoid the 4 hit, then he has
Right on
a game
roll.
of his own. However,
Wow. This was maybe the best non-hitting number.
right, and there is also a 3-6. I think you need to make the 5.
Well,
I
you
understand the
just
6
slot
is
your 4
the 2.
Yes. You play both from this 8, I guess.
Yeah, I think you have to play.
I think you slot your 4 here. I don't think you want to play deep.
Look at how stripped he is. I mean, Zednik doesn't have a lot because all his material is now being used to build. I like this.
When
It's
you
only bad for
slot,
6-1.
when you play 13-4, you can leave the 18 very easily.
And now look at these ones. Bink. Keep sliding. You know the rule.
Yes. Shift from 4 to 2.
It's still a 4-point board.
No.
This doesn't help you.
7-point is quite helpful.
Nope. It makes you have a reasonable 6. Okay.
No.
This will haunt you.
In between the 4 and the 3.
And now here's the 6-1. So this is a little bit easier. No, this is okay. So if he avoids the ace, he's fine.
He gets returns if he gets hit with the ace as well. Quite a lot. So
5-2, trying to clear.
Yes.
Reasonable, except Chris now has 4s and 11s.
Good 4s.
4 is
and
perfect.
The deuce.
I think you got to lift that too.
Let me see. If you play to the 7 there.
Is he thinking about
bring
slotting?
another one? No.
No.
Might bring another down.
Not against that board.
This looks.
He's got the anchor.
Come on. What is this?
Yeah, and here's
Ace
another
4.
problem with your silly little play with breaking your 7.
Oh dear.
This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Yep. Okay. Killing
This
checkers
is-
seems to be
this
the name of the
is-
game.
I don't like it. 6-2.
6-2. Do you make the bar or make the 4? Make the 3?
White on roll, yeah. This is a
5-2, make
nice,
the 4.
nice roll.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sonic's got his headphones on now.
He did. Yes. Yeah. He decided to try and block out the
Stanek has
distractions.
a 5-5-1. Wow, you cannot
Yeah,
play to
you
the ace.
gotta-
No.
Oh
no,
my
no,
goodness.
No. This is no backgammon.
This is no backgammon.
What is this?
Oh. Tell Thomas at least I can use a computer. That's important to know. You should be here, Thomas. You should be coming. So there are people commentating. We're on GibraltarBackgammon.com. Is that correct? Yeah. So if you're looking, you actually have to be on this to hear us. So
Chris
we
is
are on
doubling.
GibraltarBackgammon.com.
This is a nice cube. I like the cube. I like the cube very much.
Yeah, Chris
Like-
doesn't want 1 point. He wants 2 or 4. Okay,
Yeah.
Zednik, I think that's a correct take. But Chris has
Stanek has 5 checkers on the 2 ace points.
right. All right, so I feel like this is a come down and hit. All right.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay, Chris,
nothing.
you cubed for a reason. The reason
Yeah.
is to get 2 or 4 points. So the
Yeah.
best way to do that is to put him in the air.
Yes, for sure,
He's
for sure.
Not going to be. There's only one super joker, and if he rolls it, well,
Yeah.
then you got problems.
No, this is
What
not
are you
backgammon.
doing,
This is
Chris?
not backgammon.
You can't. You're
You
already
hit.
to be stripped. You have to.
No, come
have to
on,
hit, Chris.
come on.
Oh no, yeah.
You're behind in the match. You should do some action.
5-4 doesn't cost.
Okay,
But now any 6 will cost Chris.
but now you can hit.
Just
Yeah.
hit
Hit
from the
in 13 to 10.
Right, and now instead of
Yeah.
having the 5s and
Otherwise,
4s as
yeah.
covers, you have the 1s and 5s as covers, which
Mm.
just is
And the roll before it would have been nicer for you to hit.
Yep.
But you didn't want to listen. You
No.
didn't want to listen to us.
right. Yeah,
Not this 3.
and now
Yeah, he's afraid. He's
Oh,
afraid
that's
of getting
actually-
hit.
actually-
3 down isn't too
3
bad.
down isn't too bad. You duplicate the aces.
He's afraid of having 3 bloods, certainly. But I think this would have been the right play.
Yeah, and then also
Yeah.
you would have had the 3.
Much more
double.
coverage.
Yeah, you would
Much
have
more
had double
coverage
shots.
otherwise, yeah.
Now Chris needs the 6 and does not get it. I guess the
Is
one
the-
good thing is
Stanek
that
is
Zednik's
still
going to
alive.
still have some problems clearing
Stanek is
everything.
this is a nice number, I think. It doesn't save the blood, but it's 12 pips.
Right.
Okay, so
But now he's giving him 3s and 10s.
Double 5s blocked.
I think it was above average, this roll.
Chris needs the hit.
Oh, this
He's
is
got
good
the
for
hit.
Chris.
The
This is
hit.
good for Chris.
And I think it's just down. I know you want coverage for the 3, but you don't want to get hit with
I
a
like
3-6.
coverage for the 3. If he comes in with 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, then he's got 2
Yeah, I
numbers
think
on him
Cecile
and
is
he can
right.
make
Cecile
it.
is right. Yeah, this is more gammons for sure, but also maybe also more losses. But I think it.
Sorry,
it-
what? I'm
it-
sorry. I didn't
yeah.
know what you guys were talking about. Are
Oh,
you?
jeez.
Yeah.
This
Instead
is
he'd be
super
coming
lucky.
into a double shot.
Super
Instead,
lucky.
now Chris is fighting
super
for his
lucky.
life.
Stanek is super lucky. What
Yep,
do we
here's
have
the 3-1.
here?
Oh, by the way, that 3-1 that would have hit. So yeah, it's just
The ace
not
is
worth
not
it.
such a big deal.
It's just not worth. Like,
But the other
you
ace
don't
was
pay
a-
off to those
was a big deal.
jokers.
What about Stanek now? Yeah, he can think about doubling.
Mhm.
He's way ahead in the race by maybe 30 pips.
Right, he's got a 4. He's got an ace.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
4 good
Few
numbers,
turns.
4 excellent
Not on
numbers.
board.
This is not
the
one
4
of them.
was good. The 6 was worse. Yeah.
This is a pass. This is
This
a
is a
pass.
pass.
This is a pass.
But I think this is a cube because you have the 3 billers out of play,
yeah.
so you get to clear fairly
There are
easy.
not so many gammons. Not so many gammons.
If you hit the 4, you upped your gammons, but you also
No,
have that
there are not so
phantom
many
3
gammons.
point.
Yeah, this is double pass, I guess. I guess it's double pass. Can you take this? Let me see. Can you take?
Well,
Maybe you
he-
can
it's hard
take
for him.
it.
He's got to clear his 10, hasn't
Maybe
he?
you can. You're
Yes.
behind in the match, so can you take this? If you don't roll a 4,
Yeah, and all of a sudden now he may be. You win 8 here, you win the match.
I think you maybe
I
can
guess
take
it's
this.
double pass. Yep. Maybe you win 25% with Chris, but that's not enough. He's afraid of giving the cube.
Yeah.
He still wants
now
this
he's
blood.
got 5-3 and
Still wants and
And
threes.
3-3.
3-3.
What about now? Are we better now? Yes, we're a little better.
Slightly, but you're not making the 3. If you had the 9 point or the 8 point and had that threat in making the 3, sure. But now it's just a 3
It's double
hit.
pass. double pass.
Right.
It's not never too good.
But it's not
never
too good. That's
never
the
too good.
point.
No, never
Yeah.
too good.
There you go.
And you need
Chris, you had this.
You need 8 points to win.
I
yeah?
can't believe that your girlfriend and the German gave the fly shot of death and recommended that. That was appalling. That was appalling.
Can you possibly take this thing?
No.
No.
All right, it's 11-7. It's
Okay.
still a lot of game left, but
Let me have a look at Neil Kazua's table. What is it? Well, let me guess first. This is
hey, you looked at your
This
your
is
phone. Let
10
me
away.
27.6%.
This is
right.
10 away, 6 away.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't want to embarrass myself too much. Let me have a look.
Okay, these other two, I think you got to come down with these. Yeah.
That looks nice.
What do we have? 10 away, 6 away. It's
If he doesn't roll a 4, yep, I think this
29.
is this may be a double for Chris right now.
29. So roughly 70-40.
There's lots of, yeah.
I think this
I
is
think
a
this is a
double.
cube.
Chris, you got to get a little frisky here.
What do we have?
Chris?
You've got 3s, 4s, and 1s. You've
Chris
got
is
a
not
super
doubling.
number of jokers.
Wow.
That was a
Think
missed
he has
double.
to continue if he's dancing.
It's a missed double.
Okay, well,
This is
now
a
he's in
pass.
with both.
This is a pass.
This
This
is a
is a
pass.
pass. This is a
Yeah.
pass. This is.
Probably
But he
pass.
needs the 2 and 4 points, not the 1.
He was afraid to double before.
What do
You
you-
cannot continue. You cannot play on.
What
Come on. What do you? How can you play
Does
on
he,
this?
yeah, what is he thinking is
I
too
don't
good or not good enough?
It's hard. It's hard. You know, I mean, you've
Okay,
just
with a 4 you can. Okay, no.
now it's no double.
No, it's no double. Four, 3.
I'll take the bar.
Hit
Okay,
the bar
make the
or
bar.
2 down even? Isn't too bad.
Maybe the bar is the better.
I take the
play.
bar. You want to see him pop off the 6,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't even have the
He's-
4
He's not
point yet.
hitting. He's not hitting with 6s.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, you need to really
Chris.
start thinking about.
Can you dupe the 4? You
Yeah, this is also my play.
Oh yeah, I know this is your and Cease's play because it allows for a super joker hit back. So that's kind of your go-to, guys. I understand this.
Okay, white on roll is. The white is better, but this is you're not close to double, I think.
No.
What about this? You play to the 8 and to this 2, I guess.
Yeah. Come in. 10-8. Slot the 2. Yep. Okay. Zednik's got a couple decent rolls available. Make the 3.
Or coming out. Or this is also, I think it's
I don't like
also.
stripping the mid here. I
Yeah.
mean, that's definitely something where you're going to be, with those checkers on your 5 point, you're going to want to have that extra checker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now if Zednik rolls like some awkward number,
8-4.
that's not one of them. All right, Chris needs to extricate
Grace
both.
needs.
4-3
You can make the 4.
and make the 4.
You have to make the 4.
Yeah, everything else doesn't make any sense.
No, come on. Come
Okay,
on. If
so you're
you
giving
if you're
aces
leaving a
and
shot,
eights.
if you're leaving the shot,
And
why
you're-
not making the 4?
Oh, if you're going to give aces and 8s and
This
give,
was so fast.
he gave all outfield control up.
1 for Chris, yeah. Yes, okay.
There's disconnection between the checkers.
This is Stenek.
Okay, I think this is Zednik out with 2. You're giving
Yes.
9s and 10s.
Yes. Yes.
But the 9s and 10s aren't that crucial.
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't want to be hit with 9s and 10s. Maybe he's right. Yeah, he's leading by 4. He doesn't.
Chris has to play next. Maybe he wants Chris to have like blots in board
Right.
when he leaves.
Yeah.
Chris rolls the.
Chris gonna have to play behind here most likely.
This is simple.
Yeah.
This is easy.
Yeah, and then he would have made the 5 point. So I guess there's that. However,
Again,
No, I
he can
was too.
get out,
He's
but
he
better now.
has to do something.
can
Does he want to
he-
keep making his
he
board?
can-
No, he's out with both now.
now he's willing to come out.
Yeah, now it's 9s and 11s. So it's not as.
Yeah. This is not hitting.
And then slotting. Yep. Okay. Zenek. 6-2.
Cannot do so much with this roll. He cannot.
That's the 6. I don't give the 9.
So
I think I
either
go
This
Okay.
thing.
shifting.
Okay. Shifting. Yeah. Two more.
That
would
9
have-
hit, that 9
been
would
a
have hit.
Mm.
Yes, this is the
Okay.
right play. This is the right play. Yeah, Chris is ahead, I guess, by 10 or 15 pips.
Right,
Maybe
but
even more. Maybe even more.
Zednik's going to have at least a 3 to 4 point board before Chris gets a
Yeah,
legitimate shot.
it's about even, I
Chris
guess.
just needs a big double, doesn't he?
Yeah, a medium sized
Sit
double,
tight and get
double
a
fours, something like that, something
No, I don't.
reasonable.
I think double
Yeah.
fives or double sixes
Yeah,
better.
that seems greedy. I feel like you
Pop
know
out with
you
double fours and then
you really need to.
6-4 is not really a number you want to roll.
Right, but I think you now need to
Maybe-
lift that checker that's 11 away, because
No,
it's
I don't think so. I would make this play. I'm making slotting the ace. Yeah, I think you should build a board. I think you're not afraid of being hit that much. You don't want to be hit, but you have return shots.
right, but you're stripping. You've already given up
Yeah, where
like
do
a
you
lot of
wanna play?
outfield
Where do you want to
control.
make? You cannot. You can play to the 6 point. Yeah, you can play to the 6 point.
Right.
Yeah, you can play to the 6 point. Yeah.
Oh, now I get the credit. Okay, that makes sense. There we are.
But it's only the 11. It's only.
I understand, but this is a lot easier.
oh, he likes your.
And now you
playing.
can run with the.
Yeah.
You can run. You could.
Where
run.
you're running?
You
Where
could
you're
run,
running
yeah.
to? Do you know?
Yeah, if Chris rolled like 9 or better there, see, he's gonna run, isn't
Yeah.
he?
3 point. I go for the 3 point.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you've got more builders to make your 4. You've got some pick and passes if Chris runs off.
No, Chris.
And Chris has to
6-4,
run off.
Okay.
Yeah, Chris must run. I
probably
think so
time to
to
go,
the
Yep.
10 point.
Yeah,
Time to
it's
go.
safe.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Time to leave the safe anchor. Now there are some nice numbers for Stanek. This is not one of them. But it makes.
Yeah, you got to get this.
So,
with the
what's
with
the
the
race? And is this a cube?
This could
Yeah.
be a cube.
this could
You
be.
can give a single shot, most likely.
Let me see. The 8 is. What about the race? Yeah. What about the race? And Chris
you
is
wanna
behind in the
count
match.
something?
Maybe it is because you're behind in the match. Let me see. Let me count white. Okay, I will count white.
Okay.
Okay,
White.
I count red.
Oh, he's too fast. He's too
Okay.
fast. He was afraid of doubling.
Oh, I didn't think that there was going to be a double there, but I definitely thought that he should.
Okay,
One,
So
two,
no, what
three.
is the race?
one more.
It looks
Chris is winning the
closer. No,
race.
actually, looks. I thought Chris was a bit further ahead.
No, Chris
Chris
still
is ahead.
fairly ahead.
Chris is ahead. Chris is ahead.
Look at the heavy 6 and 5.
Yep.
So
Let me
that's
see. So
Shall I count red?
17
three,
less 4,
fifteen.
6. So you're up 11 inside. And then outside, you're just slightly behind.
apparently it was not enough. The race advantage for doubling.
Chris,
think it
Chris
should've been.
counts really quickly, so I'm sure he is.
Wow,
that's good
this.
for Zenek. Wow.
Now it's about even, I
Yeah.
guess. The race.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Uh,
come
to
into the
the-
5
to the-
point here.
No, this is okay. You're going to the
This is
force
good, yeah,
feed.
this is good. This is good.
So,
What do we have?
Zednek, you will be
No,
looking at a
no.
four
This
cube
is
if you
surely
cube
surely
this.
no cube. This is surely no cube. this can't be.
What
a
the?
cube.
Okay, so yeah, so you're
4
down
behind.
6.
You're
12,
1 up. You're 1
10.
up. You're 1 up.
Yeah,
You're
less
1 up.
9, 1 pip.
Or 1 down.
You're
No,
you're up 1 pip.
You're 1 down. I think you're 1 down.
Look at Chris's face.
Wait, hold on. Chris's
like, what
Chris's
the-
pulse is at 91. It may
Yeah,
be
you're 1
bottoming
down.
out because you
You're 1
know.
down.
Yeah, look, Chris is looking like. Do you know what? I think Zednik.
This is-
Look at him. He's
Zed-
looking at
Never
him
double.
like, what the?
So
do you
we
know what you
actually,
are?
yeah, he just thought.
He realizes
yeah,
he's
This is-
miscounted.
and
I think
this
he just
is
must have
not-
miscounted.
Yeah,
I think if he could beaver in the match, it would be beaver. In my
yeah.
opinion,
This
yeah.
would be a huge beaver
This
for
would
match.
be a beaver. If he could beaver,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
was just 1 up.
He's
You were
slightly up
no,
now.
1 down. 1 down.
Oh wow, Zednik. Yeah, that was
Okay,
a
how
that was a
can you
brain
double
fart.
this?
So
I think
Brain
I think both
yeah.
Okay, so Chris is rolling good.
yeah.
horrible
He's
doubles to
going to
me.
feel horrible about this. Wonder how much it might play on his mind.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those things where you wish you could take it back. All right, so down.
Yeah, look at his face. He's
5,
thinking, he's
one.
rethinking it.
Yeah, he's still got a slight lead, and Chris isn't rolling exceptionally well, but that was definitely a bad cube. But it's not getting punished, so you know it's. Usually the dice gods are pretty firm about when you cube that badly that you get immediately karmically molested. But so far Chris hasn't rolled the set that proves the point.
Yeah, Stanek is still a little ahead, I guess.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's 1 checker. He's
Yeah, here's
Okay.
here's where the dice
3-1.
karma starts walking in. I'm predicting
No,
something
no.
weird, like a double 4. Like
This
only takes
is-
off 1 but clears everything.
You cannot redouble this.
No, you can't redouble this, but you
Yes.
definitely are feeling a bit better.
6-1.
Two
Okay.
Off the
That's
stacks, that's good.
It's 5 checkers to 5
against
checkers.
Yeah.
5.
Zednik doesn't roll. Oh, Chris
What-
wants to hold
what do
the
we
ace there.
have here?
Yeah. Okay, that was
Two
pretty
off,
huge.
that's
yeah,
good
this
roll.
is a
That's pretty
great
huge.
number. Great number for Stanek.
Chris, your market window has closed.
I
It
know,
could
come
come
on.
back after this roll, but it's definitely okay.
2 off.
2 off is good.
Good.
Now,
Two
if Zednik rolls clumsy,
Oh, no, I don't think Chris can.
yeah,
Thank
this is
And the 2,
really
where's the right 2? The
close.
right 2 is 5 to 3. Yes, I know
Yeah.
this. 5 to 3.
But this may be a double.
It's the same number.
Yeah, you're right.
this
it
may
could
be a redouble.
The
You're
same
right.
number. This could be redouble, you think?
It's close, especially you're going to be down
Any 6
4
or
away.
5.
Any
Is
6 or
it-
5 and you're 2
is
good.
it-
Yep, here we are.
Let me see. Okay, easy
Yep.
take,
Okay.
certainly.
Yeah,
Easy
it
take.
feels like a take.
He could.
5-3,
Okay,
perfect.
he's the.
It's not. He's definitely the
he's
huge favorite.
His favorite to equalize the score.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
11
that's a
both.
big game.
11.
But you
both.
look at Zednik, and he knows he got.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
He made the mistake, and that definitely is an error.
Forced
You
to
know
take
what?
the recube and
He
4
was
points.
miscounting apparently, or
Oh.
somehow.
He must have miscounted it, yeah.
These guys are so they're such strong players, and it's just you then think like this is. The weird thing about this modified Swiss format is if you lose, you're out. Like, yes, they've qualified, they've got a little bit of money here, but usually in the Swiss formats, you win and then it just comes down and comes down. You can afford a loss. Here, you're gone. So
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
and this is to get into the semis. So there's both a lot of pressure, and so they're definitely playing a little bit scared. They're not taking the risks that I played both these guys, and they take these like it's a snap play. So if we were playing in the Chouette, there's no way Chris passes that 4 cube or that 8 cube.
Mhm.
There's no way. Like
Mhm.
I've played him, I know he doesn't make that mistake.
No.
So it's just that kind of situation where our sponsor Strongbow, you could hear the pour.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mhm.
I mean they're both just incredible players, and you hate to see that happen when but it's pressure. You get a thought in your head and you're like, oh, this is how I want it to be. This is what I need. And then you overlook a great number. All right,
Yeah,
nice hit.
Chris has got a good hit there, yep.
Yeah. Oh, Zednik's got a decent return. All right.
Stanek is ahead. I would favor Stanek's position.
All right, now, are you...
Yeah,
this seems right.
Point.
Yes.
Except your mid is stripped, so the usual 6 that fixes problems is not there for your...
I think you play 13 to 10. Don't...
Yeah, I'd come in on the 5 and come down to the 10.
I think you don't hit to the ace, even it duplicates the aces.
Oh, yeah, he does have 4 loose checkers, so...
Yeah.
You may want to... I mean, he doesn't get to clean everything up if you hit with the 5.
No, this is also my blame.
Yeah. All right, Chris has got a couple numbers.
Yes.
Hitting numbers.
This is
6-5, good number.
Good number.
Good number.
Making the ball. But the other spot.
Yeah, making this, yeah.
Making
We
this
know what
one.
you meant. Are those the biscuits talking right now?
Yeah.
All right, so Chris has a little containment, and Zednik has a little containment. Okay, 6-1, great number for Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
Cleans up 2 blots, and makes a good point.
Yeah.
Double 2s, good,
That's
great
a
number.
big
All
roll
right,
too.
so
Yeah. It looks like we're having a quite boring double anchor game. Both have an anchor, which is usually not.
I don't know about this. I kind of like keeping a 6 outside, going maybe 7-6 and slotting the 3.
Yes, I didn't get this.
All right, there goes the mid. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice roll for Zednik.
Nice roll, yes.
Okay, Chris needs a small double or a
Right.
just mediocre roll. Make
I'm
the
just
3.
dying for this mediocre roll.
This is a mediocre. Well, this is not the way to do it because now you're heavily stacked.
This is.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. Even Chris looked at it and was like, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, this is fine.
That looks better.
The 3-point is
Yes,
not
this
favored,
makes
but
sense. Stanek plays 8 to 4.
when all you have is a hammer,
Quite nuts.
White is hoping.
everything looks like a nail.
Think
4-3. Oh,
I want to
okay.
keep the 11, I guess. Yeah, this.
Don't I break the 11 here?
Maybe you do. Yeah, maybe you do. Maybe you do.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
then you have quite many spares to play for the
But
next
you
2
can
or
pop
3
out
rolls.
if you do that too, but yeah,
Right,
he needs more
but usually
flexibility.
pops out with 1. And now the
4,
5-4
5.
Zednik is probably not volunteering, so he's probably breaking the 8. So now,
Wow.
no, I guess he's gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna use his board advantage and say,
Yeah.
"Look, you want to hit me? It comes at a price."
This you only make if you're ahead in the race, and apparently you are.
Oh wow.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
interesting. You make, but okay. Oh, so let's see. You give double 5s, 5-1, 2-1, double 2s.
This is quite a lot.
5-2.
No, you cannot afford.
This
you
is a lot.
Is
I
it?
think it's less if
This
you
is a
hit
bit-
twice. If you
no,
hit
no.
2,
No, you cannot hit. I think it's a bit too much.
you can't hit 2.
Now let me see. Stanek has such a good board. This is nice
That's what I'm
play.
saying.
Yes, this
Yeah,
makes
that could be
sense.
fewer
This makes
shots.
He
sense.
doesn't roll the 4.
This is
you live.
13 hits
If
for.
you do this,
It's
there's
more than
just so much
13, yeah.
responses. Yeah.
If you hit twice, I guess it's 13
1, 1, 2,
hits.
2, 1, 2, that's 4,
Oh no. I think you better
5, 1, 5, 2, that's 8, 5, 5, that's 9, 5, 6, that's 11,
And then you also had the super jokers like
1,
double
1,
ones.
12. I
which
don't think I
pick up
said 1,
2.
1. I think it's 12. Is it 12 shots?
This thing
It's
is a
close.
12.
Oh, no, I think it's 11. I think it could actually just be the same.
13. The other one is 13. It's 2 more doubles. I think 5s and deuces. If you hit twice, it's also 5s and deuces.
Oh yeah, double 5s and a double 2s.
Okay, so maybe this is best then.
No, but 2 in the air has also some merits.
And this is why it had merits.
2 more deuce to play.
You just come down.
Or you come down to the
Maybe
11.
break,
you
break.
make the 11.
Keys,
You
exactly.
make the 11. You
don't-
clear.
You don't
you
want to
shift.
give another shot.
You shift from the 13 to 11. The score is 6 away, 6 away. Okay.
All right. So you do have him
Stanek is
trapped a little
leading.
bit.
Stanek is
Interesting.
leading. Maybe you can think about need 3s with red. Oh yeah, maybe you can think about doubling.
You can hit with 9s as well.
Yep. And 12s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look.
And
Oh, he's
small
afraid
one.
of doubling. You can
Okay.
hit and it will come up.
Okay, that's a good roll for him.
Yep.
If he's dancing, he's maybe too good.
Chris needs a deuce.
Okay, this is a big pass for sure.
Right,
But
this
maybe
has to
you
be a
can
pass.
Must be.
continue.
Okay.
He's playing too fast.
I think that's too
Stanek
good.
is playing too fast.
I think that was too good.
No, that can't be too good. You just sometimes you don't cover, and then you. I mean, Chris did have a decent board, so if he doesn't cover, then
Yes, you're
Oh, it's a
right.
good
You're right. You're
score
right.
to play at too good though. You go 4 away.
right. Oh yeah, when it works, it works.
Now we are
wonderful,
5
but
away.
When it doesn't,
5 away, 5 away, 6 away.
Yeah.
Look, what is 5 away, 6 away?
the game's getting tight. Ooh, double
It's
fours.
47. 57. 57.
Yeah.
57.
Chris needs a 6.
Chris needs. This is
Chris
not
needs
so
better
nice.
than that.
Or you save and
This is
play
not
to the
good.
23. But then white has a double.
Bless you.
Bless you, Cecilia. This is a double. This is a double.
Yep. This is a double.
And
I think I can let this go.
then it's 4 away. But I think so too. I think the gammons are super costly. At 5 away,
Right.
5 away, gammons are
He's-
very costly
yeah.
indeed.
He's heavily stacked. I didn't think Chris would be the one in time trouble too. I mean, it's not time trouble, but it's definitely Zednik's got 13 minutes and Chris only has 5:22.
That's true. There's still quite a long way to go.
Okay, 4
But then
away,
again, Chris
6
was
away
involved in that super
is
back game.
64.
That, Zednik's moves were fairly forced,
60.
and Chris had some thinking to do.
Yeah.
64% for standing now. 64. 64 to 36. Okay.
That's another good
This
He's in a
is-
groove. That's something. They say that the dice have no memory, but there are times when you start rolling well that
22.
I
You
think
played
it's 24-22. You got to
played
split
22.
there.
You played
Yeah.
to the 22.
However,
This
the
is
22 would have been pretty brutal.
Oh, and quite fast. Stanek is very fast with his 6s.
Well, he's riding the wave right now.
Wow. This was not a good number for Stanek.
No, but this is okay.
You
for
make
him.
the 4 and you play 8 to 5.
Yes, slot the 5.
Don't touch the 24.
Yeah. Oh, he's thinking about maybe slotting the 3 because then he'd have more builders for it. But
6-1 and other
What
ugly
the
number
heck?
and other ugly number.
Do you slot here?
oh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to slot just because you need to unstack.
Yeah.
Okay, he's listening to you too, guys.
But then again, one of us is totally rooting for Chris, so you never know.
The 5.
That
the
may
five-
just be that may just be
You don't-
like
you don't play the 5
pushing
like this.
the
You don't play the
lines
5.
and-
You see the 5, you cannot
Yeah.
do this. You cannot do this.
oh, look at this 6-4. Dear God,
And other
can make his
horrible
8.
number.
I don't know
Another
if that's
horrible
right play.
number.
this probably has to be it.
This is a cube. This is a cube. You should cube this. 6-4 is so ugly.
What looked like a commanding lead.
Actually, he's got so many. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was just going to be.
Yeah.
Oh man, and then
to
what?
strengthen
6 to 2
strengthen
again.
the 2 point.
Ugh.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Ooh, look,
but
Chris
Can't
sat
bear
up
to
a
look
little
at
for that one.
I think each play should end up in a double. All plays are good double for Chris to meet.
Yeah.
How can you roll 6-4 here?
I'm just watching the heart rate. Senex was going up a little bit there while he was.
Yeah.
And what about the whole cube action? Can you take this? Come
How do
on,
you not
you
double?
cannot, you
Chris,
cannot,
have
you
a little
cannot
think,
not
can it?
double this. You cannot roll here without doubling.
Right.
This is
Oh, that
a nice
is a
number.
pretty
Nice
nice
number.
response.
Yeah. Now
What
maybe.
about now? What about now?
No,
What about now?
I feel like if he didn't do the last one, he's definitely not doing this one.
Yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
So now Chris is in control of this game. He should be looking at the
Making the ace. But the next 6 for Stanek is horrible for him.
4-1. I think
Just
you
break the 8.
the 9.
The
but
9, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. You can break the 8.
Break
But
the 8.
You can
and-
also think of breaking the 20.
no.
No, you can get out with a 6.
Yeah, and you can get hit with 1s and 2s.
Not so sure with this one.
Oh, how would that have played, by the way?
Yeah, certainly this would have been a nice number when you leave the 20.
Senex's got a really nice board now.
Deuces is certainly
But it doesn't hold up.
joker.
Okay, so sliding the 2,
Yeah.
making the ace.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there is a
Yeah.
lot of distance between
Stanek-
Zednik and home.
Stanek's play has improved, or Stanek's position, not his play, but his,
Oh, that's a nice roll.
his position has improved.
Tough crowd. All right,
This
that's
is
the
easy
6.
to play.
Yep.
Okay, now.
Now Chris needs to see a shot. Something with a 2,
6,
probably.
5.
But look at Stanek's position; it became much better.
Mhm.
Yeah, much of that 4-2 was a great roll for him. Make
Yes,
the
he
3.
makes the 3 point.
Yeah.
There's no
I mean, you can come out and you give 9s and 8s.
You
But
don't
yeah,
think you
this
can do
seems.
that?
If you can
you
make
cannot
this,
come
well,
out.
if you
3
can,
point is a beautiful
if you
play.
can still keep a 5 point.
Yeah, it's a beautiful play.
Oh, he's
And
getting
the last
closer.
one, you play 6 to 4.
You
no.
have to go 6 to 4. You
No.
kill the builder, but you really need this.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, Stanek is getting better and better.
However, now I think you
What
come out with
about
the 2.
No.
Do you break the bar and do you give him 2s?
Yeah, to keep the 5 point board.
I keep the 5 point board. I come out with a 2, and then I burn the 4. Yep. I do this.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, but it's some 7s and 9s.
Or maybe kick the
4-3,
anchor.
5. Oh no, 4-3.
Stanek is thinking about,
4-2.
but Stanek is ahead in the match.
5-1.
What about the race? What about the race? Let me see. You're ahead in the race. Oh, is it? Are you ahead?
Yeah, you're ahead.
A little, maybe a little, yeah.
You transpose.
Let me see.
He's only got 3 outside. You've got 4, and 2 of them are super deep. 18, 20, 38.
Okay, you are ahead. Do we have bad numbers? Let me see. Maybe
Yes. Yeah, you have you have 4-2. You have
4-2. Yeah, 4-2 is
6.
horrible.
Now you have 5-1.
5-1 is also horrible. 5-1 is so horrible. Yeah.
6-1
This
is
is
very
a
good.
great shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to
Chris needs a
continue if
5-2.
he's dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think here you should continue.
Yeah, you can come in on the 6. A lot of people don't realize that that's still a take when you come in on the
This
6.
is
But
okay. 7-3. This is
yeah,
clear.
you only give the
Okay.
double 5. Other side of those would have been a little more helpful. All right. And now there's an uncubed gammon risk if Zednik rolls well and Chris doesn't perform.
Okay, this
Only
looks really
2
good
shot
for
leaving
Stanek.
numbers.
you clear the
think
board?
I would make the risky play.
Yeah, I think I peeled the 2. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you give shots with double 4s now.
And double
double
fives.
five,
And
double
sixes,
six.
and
Right.
sixes.
But you're
Okay.
building, and now it transposes perfect.
No, it is more safe than if you would not have made
All right.
the bear
Zednik
off.
needs 2 off to be gammon threat area.
Yeah. I guess Zednik is even a favorite to win a gammon.
Now he is.
No, he is. After the aces, he is off. 1 off. And yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Will it
cross.
get close race? Let me see. Yeah, I think Stanek is leading, or is more likely to win a gammon. 13-6 for
And
sure.
then we just come in
13-6.
all the way, yep. But
He needs
your next roll is taking those checkers out. You need 6s, 5s, or 4s. 6s
Okay.
is good.
maybe now Chris is favorite to save.
No,
Let
No.
me
not
see.
yet.
No, it's not. Not yet. No, not yet. Is it? Let me see. No, not yet.
Six.
Not
No.
yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
But
Maybe now.
that
Maybe now he
opens
is.
up.
Maybe now. Maybe now he
There's
is.
New,
Now
there's
he-
new life.
Maybe now he became favorite to save.
All right, so that's.
Maybe
I think the
not.
other ones. That's the 5, and the other 3. No,
Let me see. Can
you
make-
need to get the 5 in. You need a 5 in, not a 6 in.
Yeah, with 4s you cannot save it. Yeah, just
Right.
with 5s. Yeah.
So, do the 5 down, Chris. Yep, goes to there. There you are.
And 4s is saving? No.
No,
For
but
force
he
is not
still
enough.
rates to miss.
Yes. Yes. This looks good. This looks good to me. What about the other? This is okay. This looks good to me.
You start seeing ghosts in these. I know you look at them and you think,
Shut up.
is that your girlfriend? No, she sounds very.
This is
All right, 6-1. Okay.
So he's
He didn't do that.
This,
That
this
is not the
doesn't.
right
This
play.
doesn't look good
This
to
is not
me.
the right
this
play. Now he's
is
forced to
usually
roll a
wrong.
6.
And 5s is
And he
not
does.
saving. 5s
Yeah.
is not saving.
Right. But he'd be in now with.
No, he's favorite to save certainly.
Yeah, it's only one bad number, and I'm not going to call it because we don't want to see it.
2-1. Yeah. Mm.
Let the German call the torture number. Nice.
No, I mean, this is. I just want to mention it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put it in the universe so you know. Exactly. It's kind of like our immigration policy in America. You know, you shouldn't take children from their parents. It'll stop parents from coming, but you shouldn't do it. Yeah, there we are.
Okay, 3 away, 6 away is 71.
Okay.
71. 71.
Okay.
For Stanek and 29 for Chris.
I do like that Chris is 6 away and has access to the cube. So that is, he has got to look right now at being aggressive. Of course, not right now because Nick just made his 5 point.
I like how Jürgen says Chris.
Chris, like a threat.
Can you say it again?
It's
I am not your trained monkey.
It's enough. I'm not a monkey.
I'm not
Yeah.
a monkey.
Chris.
Chris, how do you play like this, Chris? What? Was ist das?
It's good.
Let me see. What do I have here?
He can make his 5 point.
Yeah, he
but
can make his
he
5
wants to
point.
clear
I
up lots, but maybe
think
that's
he should
better.
be making his 5 point. You know, he can make the bar or the 5 point, but I really like making the
It must
5
be the
point
5
here.
point.
Yeah,
here.
5 point looks.
He needs to balance up the boards.
Yes, 5
Come on,
point,
Chris.
Chris.
Do you not understand the power?
6-1. You make the 7.
Yeah. All right.
So, okay, Chris is better certainly. He
Oh,
can-
and
he
that
can
hit is
Hey.
important.
He can hit.
That's a good
He
hit.
has to
He
hit.
has
There's
to.
no other
Mm-hmm.
11 point.
He knows. Now the 3-6 from the bar. Okay, Chris
Okay.
should be
should
looking. It
thi-
may not be a
yeah.
cube, but he has to start looking at this
Yes.
because he
6
needs the
away.
4 points here. And double fives would be heartbreaking for Chris if he didn't cube that.
Threes as well.
4-3 is pretty damn good.
Hitting twos for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just which
Nice.
second?
Yeah,
check
maybe
it?
I look at the 2 just because I want to
Yes.
unstack that 6.
Yes.
And making the bar is actually not a
Yes.
bad
Yes.
Up.
What about now? What
Here we
about
are in the
now?
bed.
What about now?
in the bad
He
place.
has to think about doubling. He has to think about doubling.
All right, show on the doll where he touched you.
You make the 3 point.
You make the 3 point.
And then
Oh,
no, come on. No, don't make
What?
this. Come on. No.
Okay.
Okay, not able to
Not
hit.
punished.
Okay.
That's
but
refreshing. But now Chris has to start looking at cubing.
yeah, he must think about doubling, and I guess it
What
a
is he
double.
doing?
Come on. Okay, 6-1. You can,
Oh,
you can
no,
clear the
he's-
14. Yeah, there's no other play.
Yeah.
Okay, Stanek should. Yeah. This is maybe his best number. Best number.
That's the only other 2s, and he knows. All right, Chris has a couple responses.
Oh, the same number maybe. Also deuces.
Oh,
This
double
also
3s is
not so
okay.
bad.
Okay.
Double 3s is an
Not
okay
much worse
response.
than deuces.
It's got to be in
8-5.
into the 5.
8-5.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to give.
You give him a good
sixes.
6 now.
Come on, how can you make this play?
Oh.
Okay, this.
Yep.
Why
Whoa.
so fast? Why so fast?
I
Wow.
think you may have been able to get the
Maybe.
2 value of that
Yeah.
cube without cubing.
Okay. No,
Okay.
no, you're 5 away, Chris. 5 away, 3 away.
Yeah. But I think that maybe
I heard Mochi say once, 5 away, 3 away. Stupid score.
It is.
it is a very stupid score.
It is.
Somebody made a mistake along the way when you get a 5 away,
It is
5 away, 3 away.
65 for Stanek. What do we have? Ah.
Are you
Okay.
tilting the camera? Getting a little more. All right. I think also, but the cube, Chris had just lost a couple heartbreaking games, so maybe, he just wanted to get the point. Like you just want to stop that bleeding. Zdenek was rolling fairly confidently.
Zdenek's pass was just as instant as well. I mean, it's probably a clear pass. But
Yeah, that's the thing. He knew, he was definitely better than Zdenek's cube
you
when
should
he
think,
was a
you should
plus
think
1
about
in the
doubling.
race.
Also here you can think about doubling.
Okay,
possibly
where's
you're
this?
I think you
behind
hit
in
from the
race
20.
Yeah,
here.
I think I like
and
this.
and the deuce.
And then bring up. Yep.
yeah.
And then if for some miracle he rolls poorly, he
Okay.
did not. Okay, now you got a little bit of cleanup to do. 2s are important. 6s are okay. 4, 5. I guess you come
What
into the
Play to
5.
the 5.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, you come into the. Or can you duplicate some funny thing? You can duplicate 3s by coming out from the 20 and 14 to 10. It's duplicating 3s.
Yeah, he's done it.
And even triplicating if you also count the 6
Yeah,
flame.
Neil Kazaros does have a line about that. He's just like, you're just giving the super jokers even more joker. Like, it's
Yes,
just a
yes.
little bit more painful.
Yes.
So, all right. The aces are really good for Zdenek.
Aces is almost as
I
good as 3s.
Maybe I start coming up from
Let
the
me
back.
see.
24, 22.
Yes, this is good. This is good because you want to leave.
I
Yeah.
mean, you go 7, 6.
Yeah.
7, 6, 6, 5 doesn't seem like the
Yeah.
theme. And then also, this doesn't seem right.
Okay, but on the other hand, you control a little more in the other home in the other home board.
Yeah, except now it's a 4 shot.
Okay, white is ahead in the race, I guess. This is not hitting.
If that point wasn't made over there.
Yeah, does he want to come up or stay back? He's staying
You
back.
wanna stay back because he's behind in the race, but maybe stepping up is the right thing. 4-1.
Wait,
to
who's
the
behind in the race?
11. Let me see.
Which player is behind in the race?
I guess white is ahead. I guess white is ahead. I was I mixing it up?
Okay.
Now Stanek should be ahead in the race. And 2 does to play, maybe 7 to 5.
Chris just looks like he ate a bad shrimp. Like I'm looking at his face on the monitor.
What about the heartbeat?
It was Zenix.
Up.
He gets racy. Like he gets a racy heart when he's doing the hitting.
Yeah, you don't want to give him good 6s.
All right, Chris needs. Okay, that's definitely gonna be helpful.
6-5.
Yes, you
Okay,
need
yeah.
to do this.
Okay, hitting.
Hold on to your skirt.
I guess
So
2
either
safety.
7-6 or saving
I think you saved.
Save
the
the
saving
outfield.
14,
Outfield.
13, 14 to 13 or 7-6.
Yeah, actually,
there are many
maybe
good
this
deuces.
is
Many good
I
deuces.
think this is nice just
There are many
because
good deuces. Yeah,
I think this is nice just because
maybe you can leave it.
He's
on
trying
the
to
14.
build. Yeah, he's trying to make it the bar point, and so you got to be ready to pound him on your inside.
Yeah, there's so many good deuces. Like
Yeah.
6-2, 3-2,
4-2, all those
4-2,
things
yeah.
really. 6-1,
6-1.
but 6-1. Look at all the
Chris.
blots you make.
Yeah,
You're
you
going
should make
into a
the
double
number
shot.
9. You should make the 9, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
Stanek has good 4s and 5s, and this is a 4-1.
And that's a great
yeah.
number for Zennik. All right.
Chris is rolling
1-5.
Okay, good one, but not such a good 5. Not such a good
Slot the
5.
3.
Yes. Or maybe this. Why is he playing so fast, actually? What about the
Well, he's
time?
got
3
307.
minutes only. 3
Well,
minutes
this
only.
is why you get
Is
pounded.
this 6s?
And
Wow,
then,
this
you
is the
make
killer.
ace. Yeah. It's always.
This was by far his best number. by
Chris. Chris, this is death. Right.
far. You should continue. I'm sure this
You
is
can't
too
keep the
good.
score,
This
can
is
you?
too
He
good.
just needs to play.
This is too
can.
good.
I
This
mean,
is too
because
good. This
you
is
think
too
it's
good.
too good?
It is definitely.
But well, you
too
want
good.
1 or 4 here, right? So I mean, if you get the 2,
This is
you
too
go to
good.
Crawford.
Come on, you are ahead 60. You are ahead. No, you're not that many pips ahead, but
Oh yeah.
you are ahead definitely.
You definitely have
No,
a
no,
much better board and much better threats.
No, this is too good.
I
This
think
is
it's
too good.
too good,
This is
yeah.
too good.
Okay, we think it's too good, but we know that Chris is anchoring next. So what do you do with that? What do you do with that information?
Next game, maybe next game.
No.
I mean, for him, I wish him to anchor certainly, but I think Stanek is more
Who do you want to
likely
anchor?
to close him out than he's able to anchor.
All right.
This is too good.
Here are the ghosts. He's seeing ghosts.
You
I'm
have-
not gonna hit. He's gonna anchor my game. Look,
I
yep.
think
You look at his face though. They're the ghosts. 4-3.
This is a nice thing.
Yeah, he
This
makes
is a
the
nice
3.
thing.
Hit.
Oh.
Yeah, both this comes into consideration to me.
Yeah, I think I would make the 3 just instinctively, but
I think you have to hit there. He's playing for.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
what?
okay,
You know,
okay.
I mean, that's just me making the 3.
How did you know that? How did you know he was anchoring?
No, you're not good enough to double.
No, in fact,
Let
in
me
fact,
see.
you may have some problems.
You can make the 4 and the 9. Yeah.
Wait, yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah, that looks like a good
Yeah, yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit.
There's
Yeah.
nothing else.
And Chris
nothing
probably
else.
doesn't even want to hit with 5s here.
With 5s,
Chris
you
would
hit.
hit with
2
5s.
5s.
With
With 2
double 5s,
5s.
Chris
With
would
2
be-
5s.
Chris would be smiting him.
With 2
2
5s.
5s are good.
Yeah. With the single 5, maybe
Yeah,
not.
2 4s are okay as well.
First, you make the 4 point.
First, you make the 4 point, and then you don't even think about switching off the ace. You
No,
come out.
Come out to the 18.
You can hit loose on the ace as well.
No. But
Do you see his 5-point board,
coming out
woman?
to the 18 looks also
Yeah,
good.
this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're behind in
Not-
the race,
not
aren't
so
you? You
easy
don't want
to
him
save.
escaping.
You cannot save all the blots.
Like
What's
this.
Look at this.
Yeah, okay, so now he's got these loose blots. So
I guess he's doubling, and I guess this is a pass.
Wait, Zednik's passing?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, I mean...
I guess so. This is a double pass in my opinion.
So he went from too good to double.
Indeed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. But don't you think so?
I told you what was happening. I mean, I don't know how much more psychic I can be to explain to you.
Yeah. You wanted to make
that
the
if
3
you
point,
don't double there, you're going to lose that game.
Yeah. You cannot take this.
Sometimes the too goods to doubles are that bad.
No.
But it was it was score related as well, though, wasn't it?
It's about 25 hitting numbers, I think, and
I think you should
most of them are some of them are gammon.
Yep.
Okay, so now he's 4 away.
4 away, 3 away.
So yeah, exciting.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
Very nice.
Regardless
score.
of how this goes, but Chris has to be aggressive here.
Do
He
they
has
have
to be
another play?
going for the gammons and
He knows his match equity.
sweeping the leg, especially
sounds
here.
ridiculous.
Yeah. 3
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
4
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Chris teaches backgammon, so it's
I just find it ridiculous. I just would like to retract that comment. Chris knows his match equity.
Dang. Oh, okay. It's probably not going to be helpful for the advertisement. Nothing like your girlfriend slagging off on your backgammon ability. Too soon? Right.
I think you play to the midpoint with the 5.
Yeah. Come in with the 1, safe the checker. You like this? No, Chris actually.
But it is not that bad, I think.
Okay.
This is
No,
right.
It's not so bad. Because you want to make the anchor on the 18.
Okay. However, you now have threats and
Chris
a
is
5
4-way.
point.
Chris is 4-way. He's not so far away from doubling.
Right, I know.
Especially now.
If there's a fan here, you're going to see a cube.
And this is maybe let me see,
Ta-da!
maybe too good, maybe too. He's doubling so
No.
fast. This is not so far from too
Wow,
good. This
they
is not.
both played
He's got
so
the 5 and the 6. It's not too good. Come on, Jurgen.
It is such a huge pass. This is the most easy pass of the whole match. So it is. This is the easiest pass of the whole match. So maybe you can.
It's a 3-way now.
Indeed. 6-1. Yeah, Chris is favorite to win the match.
How
For
come?
the first time for the
'Cause
last
he rolled
2
6-1.
hours, 1 hour, I guess.
because he's got the little edge.
Still favorite to win the match. Still
Yeah,
favorite to win the
3.
match, and you don't hit twice. You don't hit twice.
It's a little risky. But he can anchor high, which he did not.
No, what? 9 to the 9 point. Yeah. Chris.
Bless you.
Bless
Thank you.
All right,
Still
something
favorite
that
to-
builds
Oh,
something
this
amazing.
is maybe one of his
So-
better numbers.
And
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
going, yeah. So you
Making
can
the-
cube quite early at this score, can't you? So
What about this?
This is a cube. Ooh, this is
Not so sure about this.
Well, 9 more. Now it's too good, right, Jurgen?
and your take point's really
No,
high.
this is
This is a
the cube. This is the
double.
cube.
Yeah, you just.
Mr.
I mean,
Cube is coming. Yeah.
It's like, what did Zednik just say about his mom? Like that is like an insulting.
I
play.
would let it go. I would let
Yeah.
it go. Yeah.
What does he need here? Like 20.
Stanek is happy to lose only 1
Come on,
point.
monkey.
Is that mom?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's funny. So not only do we have,
Oh,
not only do we have
Chris is ahead in the match. For
Cecilia
the first time.
rooting for her boyfriend, we have Chris's mom who's watching at home, rooting. We're getting rooting text messages, so that's awesome.
3-2. 3-2 for Chris.
I'd be a little aggressive here. I think I'd bring down 2.
No. You're ahead in the score. You play. You make safe. You make the
You
more
make
defensive
safe
play. You make
plays.
this defensive play.
What happened to the blitzkrieg? Okay.
You play from the 24. Yeah.
All
You
right.
make the 11. Chris is on roll. Chris is making
Double
Right.
threes.
one of his
Wow.
better numbers. You make 2 in a field points.
Yeah.
2 in a board points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you unstack
Wrong.
perfectly. Now you gotta avoid his making the 5 point.
6-1, you make the 5 point.
5-3.
This or hit even? Nope.
No, this is okay. But Chris has a lot of good responses here. 4-5. Make the 4 point.
This is one of his. No,
Two
come
down.
on.
What
He
are you-
doesn't see.
He's not seeing it. He's not seeing it.
He's not
Oh,
seeing. Come on.
yeah, he's a
Chris.
little short on
What about
time,
this,
Chris.
This short on time. Yeah.
Okay. God, that was such a. That 5-4 was like a gift from
He was
God.
Not seeing,
You know,
seeing
you
the
just
4
like-
point. Another 4-5 maybe.
4-2. No,
if he's rolling another 4-5, I would be surprised how to make the other 4-5.
Okay.
Let me see.
All right.
He's running. He's running.
Yeah,
he's
you
running.
look at your 5 point. That's
No,
awesome.
you're running.
However,
You're running.
you want to get the hell out of Dodge.
There we go. Be happy about this roll. No, you cannot do this.
He's gonna look at it. I don't think he's gonna make it. But
Yeah,
he's definitely
yeah.
gonna look at it. And it's worth
He,
looking.
he
at.
has enough time to look at
It's
all
cool, but this is definitely
numbers.
the way to go.
Yeah.
Now it's just 10s and 11s.
What about the race? I guess Stanek is a little ahead. You play to the 2 point, I guess.
Yeah. You can just bring 2 in. I mean, this doesn't look that bad.
All this.
Yeah.
This is also good. This is good.
Das gut. All right,
What
4-2.
about here?
Yeah.
Everybody to the 11.
And now maybe
So do you
with an
upgrade
ace,
with
do
an
you
ace?
shift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do.
Okay.
Maybe now you're leaving the 20 because you don't want to be hit on this.
You don't want to
point.
be pointed on there, right?
Yeah.
So do you? But how far do you go? Do you-
Two.
Okay. Yeah, that looks reasonable. And then.
He's afraid of slotting the deuce. Still afraid of slotting the deuce.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole thing is that there is a bit of a gap here. So you got a 5-2. Oh, that's a clear.
Yeah, you clear the mid.
You
You
clear
clear the mid.
Mm. Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, it's not going to be that easy, but he doesn't have the 5. He has
What
your
about
4
the
point.
race? What I would love to know the race. Maybe about even. Maybe.
Where's your 2? You've got to come down with it. It doesn't matter whatever the race is. You have to come down
you're
with
right,
these.
You're right. This, I was thinking about the.
You
the
were spitting
doubling
in
the next.
what the?
But
You,
no,
you
you
were
cannot-
literally
you cannot
spitting
hit.
in the
You
dice
cannot.
god's face if you
Think
make this play.
You cannot hit.
Okay, you deserve this. You deserve to get gammon for the match for making this play. And here it is. You are going to get gammon
Yeah.
for the match because of that play.
Standing, hoping to hit this.
Yep.
Oh, this
Yep.
is
Oh, dear.
almost
Yeah,
over.
This is
Too
is
good, definitely
oh
too
dear.
good, definitely too good.
See, that's why I love the English. You know
Definitely
who
too
she's
good.
rooting for, and still she's oh
Whoopsie.
dear.
Even
Exactly.
from-
Whoopsie daisy.
Oh dear,
Even
that
for
looks
money.
like that could be hard.
Even for money, you continue.
Exactly. Tragedy befalls.
This is a no hit, but you can
No, make the 2
Make the
point.
deuce.
You can
Yeah.
make the deuce. Now he needs aces. Aces or ace 6.
Yeah, or ace 4. He just needs to. Yeah, but this
Over.
is
Over.
this is
Oh,
just
God.
death.
4, he needs.
Any
Four would be
4s or
nice.
9s.
That's the
This
wrong
is
4.
the wrong 4. This is
That's
the wrong
okay. Come up with that. Come in with that.
Yeah,
Slide
I would have
over.
Okay. You want to do
What do
4s?
you? The double 1s is
I
super
w- I
brutal
would,
anyway.
I don't want. I don't.
I wouldn't do
I
this
would not
because the double
duplicate the
ones
3.
is
I would not
really
duplicate
bad.
the 3. And also double 1s. Yeah.
Yeah, the double ones
really
is
bad,
hits
You should not
twice.
do this, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this was maybe his last chance.
Right. Yeah. If he rolls the
Threes are
3s
good.
and the 8s. I mean,
No.
Oh, another chance for.
all right. The
Stanek
4
to
comes out,
survive.
and so the 2.
Oh, surely from the back, the 2.
Yeah. No, this is okay because you don't want to get the double aces again. You don't want to get the double hit.
Oh, he's in.
Oh,
it's
needs
not over yet.
safety.
Not over
And
yet.
he's
Yeah,
safe
and
with that. Yeah.
he can save the gammon, maybe. He
No,
can
well,
save the gammon.
Chris is just going to hit loose now, and his
Yeah,
board isn't
Chris-
strong enough to
He should continue
withstand.
certainly to. He should hit
So, yeah,
for sure.
and 6 down.
And the 6 to the 7 point.
Yeah. And there is
This-
only one joker, and you've seen it so many times
Aces
before.
Aces is also a kind of joker.
No, but it's the.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow.
All
He's
right.
in trouble now.
The 3
After-
is huge.
When closing, his favorite to win a gammon, I guess.
You see Tobias.
Yeah, he's favorite to win a gammon, but not such a huge favorite.
He must be huge.
8 checkers outside and one's
Deuces.
24
Look
away.
at deuces. Deuces. He's not
Oh,
rolling
stop.
deuces.
He's not rolling deuces.
And 6 is also not so perfect now.
Heart rates. They're both up.
What
116,
about? They're very good with
Yeah.
the heart rates.
Yeah, it's well now it's do or die time, right?
So now bearing safe.
Yeah, but where's the one? I kind
Is he
of.
going to bear in aggressively?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he's
has
bearing in
to.
aggressively.
Yeah, he has to.
Okay, this is good. Oh, not a good number.
No,
But to the
so-
4 and to the 3 point.
Yeah.
Come into
No.
That is not
No.
right because now you give
No.
6s, 6-5, double 5s, and double 6. However,
He wants to pay off 2.
what the hell, Chris? Come
Yeah,
on.
this is the
Yeah,
right play.
this is
Okay.
the
This is the right play.
okay. So 6-4. Okay, that's
Okay.
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 You don't want him to come in
when
right away,
Stanek
but you
is
kind
coming
of want
in.
him to.
No,
okay.
he has good
Oh,
chances.
dear.
No, he has good chances to
Okay.
save.
Now he.
I
Yeah.
think Stanek is favored to save.
I think
Oh,
he is too.
I think he is
Yeah.
favored to save.
Yeah, Chris definitely needs a set, and Zednik to roll poorly.
Yes.
I don't
I
like
think
that
I take the
ace.
crossover.
8-7. No, I like 8-7
Yeah?
better. Yeah. And then you have an ace to get to the
to get
6
in,
point. Yeah.
but you have an ace to get out.
Yeah, I think 6 point is the goal.
Double fours should save fairly easily.
Let me see.
Still bring it in. You could waste the pips.
Yes.
You can waste the pips. You cannot waste the
Yes.
crossovers.
I think it doesn't matter. It's similar. It's very similar. If you're bearing, you have 4 checkers
Yep.
in the outfield. Otherwise, you have 5.
All right, so we will
It's similar.
be seeing another game, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like Stanek is able to save the gammon. Let's see. Oh, Stanek is lucky.
You may as well make the 5
You need
point.
something on the 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would bet 2 in.
Yeah, 2 in.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Not unless he
but-
rolls
but-
set.
But if there's only double 5s, Chris is winning.
Right. That's true. 5-2.
Stanek's heart
see.
rate's up to 128.
Yeah, then
Right, it's
that's
a little stressy
that's
right
the
now.
right
Yeah.
tool.
And a 2-1 also.
Yeah. Okay, double 5 is winning for Chris.
And well, no, not winning.
No,
But-
you're winning.
Oh yeah,
Winning,
I mean, he's
winning.
winning this game anyway.
Yeah.
But you're talking about gammons, double
winning.
5s,
Yeah, it
1-2,
is, it
1-2
is.
also. Yeah, but he needs a set. He still needs
Yeah.
a set.
Yeah,
but
yes. Okay, this is 75-25 for Chris. This is easy.
All right, so we're at Crawford.
Yeah, Stanek is usually needs 2 wins unless he's winning a backgammon.
Right, though I've seen those though. Those are heartbreaking.
This is very painful if you're losing a backgammon the score.
Yes, the backgammon Crawford permutation's
Yeah.
usually pretty painful.
4-3.
That's okay. But a small
Yeah.
double from Chris.
I'm not wishing
3-2.
Chris to lose backgammon here.
Right. Oh, I think that's a preventing.
Don't mention that word.
Right.
Wow, this is a good number for Stanek. Oh, Stanek should be so happy to save the last game.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Stanek is solid favorite, little favorite to win this game.
And Chris's clock is what, 2 minutes? It's okay. He might be thinking.
Some double shots for Stanek, like this, for example. Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
right
that
play.
looks good.
It's the right play. Yeah. What about
Super Joker double 3?
Chris has still. Stanek has 7 minutes to go. There's no need for Stanek to play so fast. Oh, another double hit.
Yeah.
Okay, at least an anchor. Stanek remains favorite here. 3 is simple. No, you don't make the ace.
Yeah, that seems a little
Yes, this is it.
bad cost and benefit analysis there. All right, 1 and 5 is
8. I would play 8-3.
yeah. I think 8-3 is correct. You are still in a holding game. It's not really a back game yet.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe you
So
make the
make his
9
9,
point.
yeah.
Maybe you make.
Wait, why don't you just clear the off the mid? This tempo hitting him when he's got a 1-3 game isn't going to be that great. This is fine.
I think my play would be in the 9 point. 9 point is a nice point to make.
It's a nice point to make, but the weird double hits and stuff like that just give him a little more
Oh,
time.
But the
And,
time.
and you're trapping these guys on the mid. I don't
Helps
like
his
it.
timing if he gets it.
Oh,
Correct,
I make
but
the 9.
you also
I make
get
the 9. I make the 9.
Get some capture, like some capture-y stuff.
It's just looks more straightforward like this, though, doesn't it?
It's
Just-
easier to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not leaving a lot of painful shots.
Yes.
7s and 9s.
You want to
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
another point. Stanek
You wanna
wants
make
to
the bar.
another point.
Yep.
Yeah, the 9 preferably, the 7 point certainly. But if it's the 9, it's this
Aha,
is a
that's
great
good,
shot.
yeah.
This is
Yeah, if you're
super
into
good.
that whole making your board and coming out.
Force was such
Sure.
a great
Doing 3
point.
things in one roll, then.
if that's what you're into, I guess that's serviceable.
Yeah,
Is
there,
what,
there's
2
only one
into the
play.
3?
There's only one play. This is it.
Okay.
And now, I think with 6s, you come out. Yeah.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
also make the 2 point.
I think he has to come up with that.
I think
six
so
and
too.
then
8-4, yeah.
just
Yeah.
Safe.
43.
Wow, can you afford to leave a shot?
I don't think so. Not against
This
that 4
board
point
is
board.
pretty good.
I don't think so, yeah.
No.
He's like Chris
Yeah,
has
yeah.
some bad numbers too.
Not as many as Senek has next
That's
go.
true.
Chris is rolling a 5-1.
So
You play
just-
4-3. No,
No,
not this,
what are
not
you
this,
doing?
not this, not
Wait,
this.
first off, that's
No,
illegal.
No.
Yeah. Second off, that's not right.
Come on. Now he has full control of the first
Yeah, now
3.
he can just dump.
Look at the difference.
Yep, this is huge.
Oh,
Yeah, but he could get pointed on there too.
He didn't get pointed on. This is a 5-2.
No.
And yeah, not with a 5-2, but he can
Yeah.
get pointed on if he stays there.
Yeah. With a few number of rolls.
Oh, I think we've got Chris's nephew, Jack, watching now.
Oh, excellent. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Hi, Jack.
Jackson.
Hi, Jack.
Glad
Oh,
you're
you
watching.
can make another point. Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, this is
This
nice.
is a nice change.
Yeah, you unstack. The 6s
Yeah.
don't play as well, and now you've got some really good shots. 2-1 would be a really dream roll for Zednik. Every 6 is not a fan. All right.
This is the right play for sure.
So double 4s is, I guess, the super
Double
joker.
4s is amazing.
4-1's
So
probably pretty
4.
good.
Is
think
he
you
lift?
lift.
Does he lift?
Yeah, when you don't have a direct cover.
But
He's
you
got
you
two double
could
blotted
you
in
could
board.
get a direct cover, but then you have 5 blood.
Yeah.
Yes, which then goes back to our backgammon argument of you don't want to be backgammoned in
Indeed.
these positions.
Yeah, I also think you just lift
lift,
this
yeah.
thing.
I mean, or you could have shifted 4 to 3, and then you'd have at least 6s and 7s.
Indeed.
So that may have actually been a look at.
That was a painful dance for him. 5-4.
To the 6 point. To the 6 point, I guess. Or can you play more aggressively from? But this is good enough.
All right, now Chris has to get off his bar.
Yeah.
I would run. You're just giving ace 6
Right.
and
Ace
3
6,
6,
3
and
6,
you
and
get
3 3.
and
Yes.
2 blots.
You had in the race. You should just run. You don't need to make
What
the
are you-
points. No, you should be happy to run actually.
Yeah, not sure about that.
Just does not seem like the play.
Oh, this is good for Stanek. Oh, he's so quick. Yeah, Yeah, this looks like the red play to me. Not so easy to clear the ball.
No, not now.
Yeah. 3-1 is not a nice number. Let me see.
I feel like Zednik's gonna pull
6-2. This is
out.
just 6-2. This is good.
Ace
This is a
close
good.
though.
This is a good play. Only 6-2 is hitting.
Mhm.
Now he has
Okay.
several numbers to make points, either 3 or 1 point, like this.
That's
a
nice.
Zenik needs a
That's
6.
nice.
Yeah, he needs a 6
He needs
now.
a 6. 6-1 is the perfect number. 1.
And
Okay.
that's board breakage.
Let me see. You need to.
I don't think you can kill 2 checkers with this.
Yeah, this is the right play in my opinion. This is the right. Even though with 5s, next 5s are not nice.
5-1.
Yeah, but white has to make a roll. Has to
Yeah,
make
maybe
a
he
roll.
needs to save 5.
I think I save a 5. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. But white has to.
Yeah,
roll.
White has to play now.
I think so. But this is
Right,
good,
but
good
White's
play.
gonna
This is a good
slash.
play. This is a
You
good
know,
play.
if he rolls a 5 or
Yes.
a 1.
Okay.
That's forced.
Yep. That's forced.
But now, if you roll a 6, if you roll 4-2, you would have rather made the other play. Wow,
That's
this is
probably
Wow.
good.
This
Wow.
is
Yeah.
DMP. This is DMP.
Yeah.
Very likely will have a DMP. Wow, 6s was certainly.
6s was pretty strong there. You know,
If you roll 6s, then the 2-1 he had was
the
the right
2-1
one.
was perfect, right?
Yes.
That's the thing with this game. It doesn't matter how well you think you're going. It can just take one little
Yeah.
sequence and just break your
Yeah.
heart.
Chris is still slightly favored to win the match because he can win this. Yeah, he can win this.
Right. But the way he has to win it is he needs to fan. Zednik
Yeah.
needs to roll a set.
Yes.
Chris needs to hit.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
so that
and-
part's gone.
And
So now
and he has the free drop. If he's not
Is
losing
there
a
a free
gammon,
drop?
if he's
Right.
not losing
if
a
he
gammon,
saves gammon, there's a free drop. But I think he's saving gammon.
He's
I mean, this would
saving,
have
yeah.
to be a sick permutation of
he's saving.
set. Chris roll higher than an 8. He should be fine. 6 is okay. You may slot the ace just because.
That's not the right play. That's not the right play. No, I'm quite sure it's
I like
11.
that play.
I liked it.
Right. Oh, hey, look, he's off.
Yeah, good. And now his play was the better one after 6-1. Anyway,
Okay.
now we have
All right. So now we are.
51.
Oh, this sounds like a hedgy talk, you
Yeah.
know?
It's 51 for Chris, 49
Yep. Oh,
for
yeah, I
Stenik.
can recognize that face. I saw that face in Cyprus. It cost me 9,000 euros.
Oh, it looks like. We haven't the last break.
Oh, it's not a break. It's going to be a conversation. It's going to. They're going to play right after it.
I think it'll
But
be
he's
a
like,
break.
yeah,
I think
20%.
it'll be a break.
There's-
It's
there's-
a break, isn't it?
Is it a break?
It looks like if Steen is coming.
No, I think this is the negotiation for the hedge.
No
I
break.
can recognize that face.
It looks like it.
He's
No
writing a
break.
note. Okay, so what are we exactly agreeing upon? This isn't a break.
They wanna make another.
It's a hedge. Yeah. They're now at a DMP-ish time. So.
Okay, I wish it was
I
a
know
break.
this. Yeah, that was
Oh, this was a
if you
nice
call it a good
6-6.
6-6. Right. Yeah, either one would have played really well.
Some people forget about the free drop.
I think 4-1.
we'll
4-1
see.
is one of the numbers where you, even if you open with it, you still pass.
I would take this.
No,
He's
4-1. 4-1.
better.
I think is the pass number.
It can't be such a big pass.
Yeah, you're up 5. You're up 5 in the race.
I think it's 4-1.
4-1 and 4-3. Some people say it's 4-3 also.
Oh, look, Zednik's pulse is at 123.
Okay. Now Chris is slightly favorite. Chris is
Hey,
slight
this is
favorite
it,
to win the
MP.
match.
All right, here.
Still favorite to win the match is Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
right.
A 3-hour crazy
Okay.
back game.
Now Stanek is favorite to win the match.
So
It is. Standing is
Yeah, exactly like we're watching a tennis match.
Standing is favorite to win the match. Oh, a huge
this is
favorite. No, huge.
probably
You
Yeah.
make the 20. Make the both 5 points.
That may have been a sign of weakness, but Chris agreeing to the
Oh,
hedge.
one too late
ace
for the
is good.
3-1. One too late for the
I think the
3-1.
3 is up. Dupe the 2s.
Yes.
Yeah.
But still, I would favor standing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
tough.
not so clear. Maybe 13 is 7. Yeah, you were down in the race, so you play third. I would play 13-7.
I think I come out with this. You've got 2 checkers that are kind of in play. You
Okay.
duplicate 4.
Yeah, at DMP you might come out. Yeah, at DMP.
I don't want to expose another checker just because. I mean, aren't I still winning this race?
See?
Kind of.
This demands more skill. This play for both sides, I think. This is
Yeah, stripping off your mid. There's the
is-
skill.
no, I mean it will. You will generate more interesting positions with this for sure.
I don't think they're trying to make a quiz out of this. I feel like
Yeah.
they're trying to win cash. So right now they're going to be more gearing towards the less pure part of this. All right. This is pretty.
Okay, yeah, make this play.
Okay,
Yes, thank
so
you.
he gave the
Thank you,
aesthetic
thank you.
play. The
Yeah, this is more aesthetic to me for sure.
more aesthetically pleasing. The 6-1 would have been interesting.
6-1, you make the 14.
The double 6 is probably not.
This
as
is one
inter-
of the better numbers.
one.
You make
I
the
feel like-
7,
Safety
you make the
Safe
7.
everything.
You make
No,
the
you don't
7.
make the 7.
You do.
You do not.
But
You
just
play safe.
You can play to the 3-point. Yeah,
What happened to Jürgen Olowski?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Just
it's not such
garbage.
a big deal. Not such a big deal.
Really? You want to get trapped behind that weird, almost 4 prime, or you want to just be safe?
Let's see.
Okay, now the
4-2.
safety has left the building. You got to make. What?
He's
oh,
ahead.
well,
He's
I guess
ahead.
he's ahead.
What else?
No, you just made a thing about. I always think about making the 4 point, but
Oh, maybe. But maybe not. Okay. What about
you are
the
very
race?
you are.
White is ahead.
White is ahead.
surely ahead
Right.
in the
Steve's
race.
here as well.
This
He's
is it.
probably
Yeah.
breaking his mid pretty soon.
But he's not much ahead. Not much favorite to
Alright.
win the match.
I don't think this is right. I think you make the board.
You should make 2 points. I think
Right,
so too.
because you
Yeah.
definitely may have to
Yes.
like pick and pass.
Yes. This gives you many more options with a better board.
All right, so Nick's making the 4, and then the 6 is probably not out. Probably just slotting the 2.
Both from the 8, I guess. Yes.
Yep. Okay.
No white on roll.
You want like a 4-1.
This is
Double
one of his
threes
better
is
numbers.
pretty damn
good.
good.
You make
Those
the 3 point.
three,
You make
make
the 3
the
point.
3.
This
Say a
was a
little prayer
huge
for
number.
even
This was a
numbers.
huge number.
You can tell Cecila's getting a little giddy. She's hoping for the even numbers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, 5. What is better, 5 or 1?
5. This
Mm.
doesn't
This is
seem
very
right.
fast. Very
I don't
fast.
think he needs to do that.
No, he doesn't
This
want
is
to
not so short. No, what you don't want to be hit actually.
and hit and continue. Do not make the bar because
No,
that's
no.
not good enough.
Three hits. You don't want to give him 3 hits.
No, definitely not.
But you definitely want to put him up in the air. And you
Yeah.
also want to look at your 54
only got-
seconds.
What?
Do not.
He doesn't need to hit. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. This could.
3
There is a
numbers.
number. There is a number. That would be
3 numbers.
horrific. Oh, okay.
This is
All right. There's another number that'll be horrific. All right.
yeah.
Next verse, same as the
So,
first.
Does he stay even at the back
I
or
think it's
carry on
about
with the
it's
6?
about 10%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
this is
better.
fine.
About 10% for standing, I guess.
Why come in with the 1? Why are you coming in with the 1?
No. By hitting, you win about 8% by hitting. No more than 8.
Why the heck did he come in with that ace? All right. Avoid
threes.
bullshit like this. All right.
Zdeněk is
Has a
now
few
it's
more
maybe,
shots.
Now it's maybe 15. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Make the board.
Does he make the board?
Yeah.
Yes. No reason not to make. Come. What is this?
Now you're forced off with every 6.
6-3, 6-5.
That's a good number.
That is a
This
very
is
good
an
number for
excellent number.
one person in particular.
Wow.
Okay.
Plan B. Yeah, to the ace.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah, you
definitely.
gotta you gotta root for the
Time
4
to
numbers.
count.
You gotta root for the 4 numbers. You're too far down in the race. You need him to roll one of those
This
4
is
numbers.
Obvious. The last 5 to me. I mean, if
He's
if,
got 4 minutes and 30. He's not got the 58
if,
seconds.
if,
He's
if
3% hitting chance. Yeah, I don't think he gains that 3% in the race.
no.
Right.
I mean, if
You don't
Chris
think he
is
gains
rolling
in the
aces,
race?
he
then
doesn't
you
gain enough in the race to run off it, to try and run. He gets more the...
Four numbers will leave a shot.
Right.
And that's 11%. He will give it a little less than.
And he doesn't clear next go either, so he can perhaps have another go at getting the shot.
Yeah, of course. That's just in the first sequence.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, does he gain 4%?
This was a
Instead of
this was a very good number. Maybe even
Maybe.
better
Chris
than
is
6s. This number.
Gapping on 5s and aces.
All right, Chris, you just need to avoid that. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Another 5s is ahead in the race.
So I think he needs to roll large.
Chris's heart rate's pretty good, 105.
Right,
I think it'll
yeah,
be
he's feeling
higher.
okay
Zenek's
right
up
now.
At 120.
Yep. Oh, at the end? It's easy when you're just bearing off.
Oh, I know. I think both of them should be pretty high now. Oh, they're going up now. Zenek's 133. Chris
is 125. Yeah, because Chris... Yeah.
interesting to see when they're finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know it's like... It's a second. All right. It really takes miracles. Yeah, if like you see a set of 6s, of what Chris's heart rate goes to. Zednik's at 131. Oh, Chris made the gap.
Ace isn't nice.
All right. So Zednik, can he roll something that drives Chris's heart rate up a little? Double 5s
Yep.
would do that. Okay.
Good.
Oh yeah, if he rolls another one, dear Lord.
Even after 6s, Chris is ahead.
That's a gap.
Yeah, but it's even.
This makes aces much better,
Yeah, double aces is more important.
but deuces less good.
Ooh. How? All right, Chris. You too can prevent forest fires.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's okay. No, that's okay. It's if he rolls the other A's that it gets a little salty. 1-3. Okay. I want to see it. Yeah, it could be gin. If he doesn't roll an ace, it's gin. Oh, Lord. How many of these have we seen where it's just disgusting? 3-2. All right. 4s are better. As long as Chris doesn't roll an
Okay.
ace. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, what
Great
a
match.
Bye-bye.
Great match.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Big
that was
match.
An excellent match. All right. Congratulations, Chris Rogers, going into the semis.
Semi, Carter, I think you'll find it is.
I said semis. What's the difference? Semis?
Semi.
Semi? Right. Semis. Right?
Oh, semi.
Yeah.
Semi.
Semi? Dear Lord. Hey, stop trying to correct my English woman.
I don't have euros now, but when they pay me, then I pay you. Good luck. Cheers, you too. Oh no, Super Jack.